I don't even know what that was.
It was a prank that nearly killed us. Oh my, I am so sorry. Okay, so Dripstone, even from like 3 blocks away, nearly killed us. We were on full health.
You put Dripstone over my little cocoon?
Yes, I'm so sorry. Okay, right. Scar, stop. Scar, stop. Scar, stop. Scar, stop. Scar, stop. No! Stop! You weren't gonna stop. Scar, no! Oh! What is wrong with you?
Whew, all right. Well, I have been hibernating in that cocoon for days, my dude.
If I didn't destroy that cactus, we would have died. We are a team, remember? Like it or not, we are a team. And this guy
And we have a new friend, by the way. Look at him. Look, oh, he's gone. Anyway,
okay,
so I took a look at the tab list.
Yep. We are the only greens left on the server, which is really, really bad. Because
How did this happen? I go to sleep in there, and I come back and like more people are dead. What happened when I was gone?
You know what? Actually, there was so many deaths last session. I actually don't know how half of them died. I know that I was responsible for at least 2 of them, maybe.
Oh, how?
Well, weren't you there? Fishing rod.
Okay, Green. So I have something to confess. I lost the enchanter.
You know what? That's not a bad thing. It's like Frodo in the ring. I reckon if you just let it be underground, let it be buried. I've got 4 blocks of iron, and if I make an iron golem, will it defend me against other players?
Yeah, I think it will.
I think it will too, but I need a pumpkin, so that's my goal. But hey, look, listen. Soulmates be bromates. Here's some sand.
Oh,
that is valuable.
thank
You could sell. It's okay. You can sell that for whatever you want. People need. I don't. Okay. Wait. How did you get these cookies?
I made them.
Oh, okay.
They're for your secret soulmate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-oh. Incoming.
Run. Is it? Yeah. That's a run. 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 That's a run.
I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go, and I don't have my horse.
Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe.
Nowhere is safe is very true.
Nowhere is safe. What? I need a pumpkin. Well, I need to get pumpkins, and I definitely don't have any, but I think right over there, the goal. So the question is, do we stay in the spiky cake, or do we go into hiding? I feel like they'll know where we are if we're here.
I think we should make appearances here, but we really have a base elsewhere. Incoming. Etho's on the bridge. Etho's on the bridge.
Okay. There's no way they ever would have trapped their pumpkin. And that is all we need to protect us. We'll get our Iron Dad in here to help us out if something... I can build one of these pretty quickly, and I'm pretty sure if I do, it will protect me, and it will knock him out. Oh no. Scar, run! Scar, run! Scar, run! Oh! Ow! Okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Oh, that is terrifying. They've got an entire raid party. Oh man, I'm gonna die. If Scar dies now. Please no. I've left Scar to fend for himself. Oh no.
Ahoy there, sailor.
Oh no.
Hey. Calm down with that. Calm down with that.
What's the deal? You're getting back up.
Wait, let's go. Where's the sand, Grian?
I gave it to Scar to sell.
Oh, for goodness sake! Why would you give it to that buffoon?
Because he's a salesman. Yeah. Also, like, don't believe me either, because I have got some.
Oh wait.
Is there any way I can barter my way into not being dead?
Yeah. Give me all your sand.
That seems like a really silly idea.
All right, give me half of your sand.
But will you respect this deal?
I will respect this deal for you, yes. Yoink! See you later!
No!
Oh!
Joel!
Well, my horse!
Right!
No! My horse! Right, if you can't have the horse, no one will have the horse!
No, Joel, listen, we don't have to do this. You said yoink, and yoink is the word you use when the deal has just been negated, right? So how about we just take the yoink back? You keep the sand,
Okay.
You keep your end of the deal, and this horse
All right.
doesn't have to die.
Knight, it's taken back.
Annoying. All right.
But the horse dies anyway!
That was so unnecessary!
It was always necessary.
How do you heal
Scar!
a horse? Oh, hey, I
Scar!
gave away some sand for the horse.
I'm gonna go and set up a little respawn point. Just don't die. Oh no. Oh no. Joel's just found the enchanter. Hopefully Scar didn't give it away. I think we could probably use a couple more friends. So we're gonna head over to Crazy Lady Castle and see if Pearl wants to be friends.
Hey, Green, I got one of the horses. I got one of their horses.
Why are you
didn't get the other-
aggravating the reds? Where are the yellows? All I've seen is red and death. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Pearl has other side. If there's a way to break up a fight, it's this. Pearl's Crazy Lady's not in Crazy Lady Castle. Scar, can you stop taking damage? That looks like Big B and Ren. I don't know where I stand with Big B at the moment. We should... Oh, Pearl! Pearl's there! Okay, maybe I've got a couple of allies still.
Oops, sorry, I
Is that
muted.
green?
That was green. I definitely.
Green!
Wait.
Hey, Green, how's it going?
I thought
did
Pearl
you get
was
that
here.
horse?
Hey, fellas.
Yeah, Pearl
We've
is
got
here.
the enchanted table now, Green. Look, I'm shiny!
How did you find it? Did you just dig?
We blew up, then killed the pandas, and it was underneath the pandas.
Of course it was. Of course it was. So listen, fellas, is there anything here I can do to, protect myself from you guys?
Die.
Hey. Oh no!
Oh, grab his horse quick.
No! Stop!
Kill the horse!
Oh, the poor horse.
Stop! 70! Dodge and weave it! I'm sweating so much! Please!
Run! Oh my
I
gosh,
thought
what happened?
I saw Pearl, and then I went over to find Pearl, and then there was 3 of them. This whole episode is just run from the Reds.
Okay. All right, Green. Here, secret base. Back here. So it's not that I'm paranoid, Green. It's just that I'm actually paranoid. So I even hid in our secret base an additional stash back here.
Yo, okay, so this is. But have you, Scar? You're missing the most important part.
What?
The bed. So you can respawn here if you die.
Oh, dude, that's such a big brain move. Do you by chance happen to have a sheep? Oh man, Pearl, I don't know what just happened. Grant, I don't know what just happened. I'm stuck in swimming position.
Pearl.
Are you
Pearl.
alright?
No, everyone wants us dead.
What if we might want you dead as well? I don't know if you should trust coming here.
See, this
It's
is why
we,
this
the
is why we need
zombie
her,
in you,
Scar.
or-
This is why we need her. She's crazy. We need a crazy lady.
May we
So, what-
enter the home, Pearl, because it is very scary outside here.
Yeah, no, don't mind me. Just walk in. It's fine. Don't let me answer
Thank
you
you.
first.
Yeah, that's
or anything
fine.
like
Hey,
that.
we
You know,
bring
it's
gifts.
great.
And we
yeah,
asked.
You know.
We,
Going on.
I'm not gonna lie. We need some protection. That's the main reason we're here. There's a lot of Reds out there. It's very dangerous. And Scar, anything to add to this conversation?
I'm just hiding because I don't want to have my head inside of any of the windows in case of snipers. So I'd get you down there too. Yeah, get on the ground there.
I don't see
Not
any.
in the window where they can see you.
I don't see anyone. I think we're okay.
Inside. I have
Pearl,
one
Pearl,
block.
a
as
cactus
well. Oh,
of solidarity.
I'll just go with this.
Do you have a sand block, Grin? And then, Pearl, can I see the cactus? I'm just gonna make a quick torture device. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Why?
Oh, this is so good.
All right, you know
Let's
what? I
not
accept
actually
this
go to a red
alliance. I
light.
love it.
I-
That'd be uncomfortable.
Wait, no. This is bad for your
Pearl?
armor. This is bad for you. No, I'm gonna put an end to this. I don't know how close you were getting there to death, but
I was on full health. That was fine.
I don't
really?
trust her, but that's okay.
that
Yeah,
doesn't
it was good. How did we get-
that doesn't sound right.
Over here.
I don't have the cactus.
Yeah. Yes. Perfect.
Yeah. Woo!
No, not you as well, Scar.
Yeah, it's everybody. Come on,
poor
Green, join the
armor.
cactus.
Your
Okay,
poor
okay,
armor.
There we go.
This is how.
I'm laggy. Okay. I was like,
You almost got killed by Australia.
Scar!
Are you harboring refugees?
Listen,
No.
we're trying to stay
We
safe.
we can't have
rummaging
them
through my
here. No,
stuff.
you're just putting a target on our back.
But
You two need to
Scott-
go.
Does
Pearl,
anybody
you
have
need to go.
milk?
Consider it. It's two more people to the alliance. It'd be even
They're
Stevens,
also
right?
the two that the rest of the server are trying to find.
And they're not gonna find us up here.
That's where the fun
B-Dubs,
is.
B-Dubs also
Have a
asked
bit
me
of
and Clue
fun.
earlier if we were harboring them, and we said no because we weren't, but now we are.
It's the perfect plan.
You
No
know-
one wants to deal with Pearl's insanity.
Pearl, do you mind if I make an anvil with your iron?
Oh, they're
Why
all.
do you want an
Oh,
anvil?
that's the iron I have.
Their horses aren't loading in for me, so this is hilarious.
I will.
Look out the window. Look out the window.
Oh,
Oh,
you were-
I've just been spotted.
Have you been seen?
You've been
Yeah.
clocked.
Get out of the window! What are you doing?
Scar,
What did I tell you about the
I
window?
hate it here.
Scar, this
Why
might be
are
time
we
to
with
leave.
them?
Scar,
No,
Do I need a water bucket out?
it might be time
There's
to leave
already
soon.
one.
But
Can't get back
Yeah,
in.
there's just. Oh wait,
Why
they
can't I
are.
get back in?
Just break the slab.
Why was
Break the
why was
slab.
I able to get
Graham,
out but
please
not
come
get back
inside.
in?
No, just
Why
break
was
the
I
slab,
able to get
Graham.
out and not in?
Oh my
You
gosh,
have to-
Green,
it's
get back in
weird.
it right
yeah,
now.
it's weird. Scar, can I?
No, don't do it. Don't do it. They surrounded the water plume.
Yeah, can
They
we get
swa-
a
They
bed
surrounded the
back?
water plume, Grand.
You guys are trapped, you know. There's no way out of this situation.
Now we got a Pearl. You're trapped in here with her.
Gonna happen.
Revenge.
Have you
Dude,
got,
hold
have
on,
you got
hold on. I forgot the
your
bed.
Pearl? Have you got your
I'll
pearl?
kill you with that.
Oh, I do.
Wait, no, the bed.
We've got a way out if we
Green,
need
go,
it.
Go,
Yeah.
go, go.
Okay,
flying
Pearl.
away.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Get out of here!
Oh! Wait, why am I in F3? Ow! Why am I in F3?
Oh, Scar, run!
I was in F3. It hurts so much, Gran. They hurt me.
Scar! Whew. Ooh, okay. Another daring boat escape. A signature move.
Gran,
That's it.
There's mean horse people behind me.
I'm bringing out the big guns.
You bring the big guns.
I'm bringing out the big guns.
Bring them.
I'm bringing out the big guns. Okay,
think you've
that,
got the
that
bed,
iron
by the
golem
way.
was the like least satisfying thing ever. It just stood there and did nothing.
Well, I hit it, and are they still following us, by the way?
Yeah, they're kind of following us.
Dude, I don't know what happened. I was caught in F3, and I was taking a ton of damage, and it was really scary.
That iron golem. I don't think iron golems attack players.
Green, evasive maneuvers. Quick.
Have you got stone to cover that back up?
Quick. I did. I
Crouch.
don't anymore.
What's your game plan here?
Well, I thought this would be a nice safe space for us to just rest, catch our breath, and come up with a game plan because I'm freaking out.
Yep,
What are we gonna do, Gran?
This whole episode has just been running from the Reds. Yep. You hear
I don't
that?
like the sound of not saying player names, but horns
No.
literally surrounding us.
Yeah. I just hear that. Do you
Run.
hear that?
I am a little concerned with that sound. What?
No,
Oh my gosh! Circles!
Dude, I hear so many zombies. Do you hear that?
Oh my gosh, what are we about to open up here? Is this safe?
This sounds horrific.
Oh, there we go.
I hear him!
Open up this
D-dubs.
whatever it is.
Aha!
Here
they are!
Going crazy.
I have no arrows.
Oh, wait,
I'm
here.
gonna get some. Oh, careful!
I see him. He's down here.
No, Scars! Do something! Do something!
Where is he?
I
There's
don't
so
even
many
know.
mobs.
Oh no! Oh, my heart's going. Oh no! Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Scar and I are on other sides of the map without any gear. I need to go and get my gear back ASAP. Oh my goodness. Do we want to be gentlemen and let me get my stuff?
It's here. It's here.
It's gonna be tough, I think, Grian.
You're welcome to get your stuff, Green.
You see how many zombies there are?
Oh, what is
Oh, who
this?
let them out? It's Ren's and
thank
Big B's army. Here they come. Get down your pants. Good luck getting your stuff back.
I
to
need
them.
my chest plate.
This is insane.
Oh, there's the axe here as well. Big player.
This armor.
Oh! What?
What?
Oh no.
Rip!
What just happened?
Oh.
Ow! Again?
That's my stuff.
Hello,
Green,
Green.
there's
I'm gonna
stuff up
die
here.
again.
Scar, chill, chill,
Yep.
chill, chill,
Yep.
chill. It's all good. It's all good.
Were you guys trying to use them for something?
No!
Or did you just stumble into them.
We just found
We
it.
just
It was
found
No
horrifying.
way.
Ah!
Well, great hiding spot. Well, if there's any victory, nobody got to kill you.
Yeah.
You went out in your own terms, I guess.
Oh
sort of.
my
There's an
goodness.
axe in Scott or
Scott,
Pearl?
Scott or
I'm-
Martin, yeah.
I'm destroying this.
Destroy it, Gran. Destroy that.
Was unbelievable. Okay, well that was one way to go.
Dude, we lost all of our stuff.
Okay, what do you need? Let's recuperate a little bit. Did you break the block beneath you?
I don't know what happened. It just got too crazy.
I don't even know what happened.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to review the footage. The viewers literally know right now more than we know what happened. It was. I tried to escape. I know that. I tried to burrow into a hole and put down a water bucket.
It's not a life series without a big Scar no.
Okay, this is not all is lost. Not all is lost. We have resources. I have secret stashes
they were
everywhere.
gentlemen. They let us get our stuff back. Can we just review for a
They were very
second
nice.
that
Come
Timmy
over in their house
and
down
Tango are dead?
Dude, when I rolled up on the scene, is that what happened? I heard the boom.
They died. Looks like an Enderman. Enderman,
What?
Timmy and Tango. wait. Every season, isn't Timmy the first to go?
Oh no, that's true. Oh, that's sad.
Is
That
that
is-
true? Is that a
That
fact?
is really sad. Well, you know what? You know what they say about every other season, Green?
What?
We're S tier.
We are S tier. They've got a gravestone here for Rancher's revenge, so it's only right that we have a funeral for Timmy.
I agree. Oh, even their donkey showed up to mourn them.
Let's see them off in style, shall we?
There's a mass of enemies on the bridge.
Wait, whoa, this is a funeral.
I know. I was just being
Whoa, do you
mindful
see the pile
of
of
the people
TNT?
above. No.
There's
Oh my, dude.
there's
Okay,
some drama.
okay. Please, can I go steal it?
okay, we're gonna have a funeral over here.
All right, hold on. I'll be back for the funeral. I just want to steal the TNT.
They're gonna know. They're gonna know. They're gonna know. They see him right now. Please, Scar. There's nothing I can do right now. Oh no. Oh no. No. No, Scar. No, Scar! No! Okay. Okay, we're red. Oh, that was so... He couldn't see. Scar couldn't see. It's not his fault. It was my fault for letting him go. It was my fault for letting him go. Oh, no. That's right, I'm here.
Scar, I can't believe you broke the
What?
I can't believe that was that trap. Did you know what happened?
No, I was going over to invite you to a funeral for Tim and Tango that had been taken from us far too soon. And I was also going to
skulk
steal the
sensor.
TNT at the same
Skulk
time.
Sensor, yeah, the TNT was surrounded by a skulk sensor, which is what.
Oh, he didn't ignite it?
No, we just skulk sensor. His voice set it off.
Oh, no!
It was
I'll
honestly.
be right back. I'm going to go burn your
probably-
ship down.
No!
He's definitely burning something.
Hi,
no.
guys. I just had to switch to my skin. Hello, everybody. Ahoy, ahoy,
Wait, why
ahoy.
did you
Looking
have
for
that
some
ready to
snacks.
go?
What
I
is
just
this?
need some food. I'm just making
Oh
some
no,
wheat.
Buff Scar is back.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Oh, is he ready to
How
flex
are you
the
guys all
muscles?
doing?
All right,
Look at my back.
Scott,
Look at my
I know
back.
we
Look
just
at my
killed
back.
you, but
Look at my
what's on
back.
your back?
Look at my back. Can you guys see
Honestly,
it? Look
I'm
at my
kind of,
You
I'm
got
kind
that?
of
You got an
impressed.
evil jelly in his. I love
Oh,
it.
that's so cute.
back. So again, just for a recap, I'm a little bit in shock. That was 2 deaths in a row.
I want to
It
know
was
the
a
thought
Schultz
process there
sensor?
because I was really curious what you were trying to do.
He was
there.
gonna steal the TNT.
Yeah, well,
That's
that was
what I
our
was
plan.
looking for.
We were hoping people would try and steal
funeral
the TNT.
for Tim and Tango. They were taken from us far too soon.
Yeah.
They were beautiful lives who brought us together at the ranch, who brought homes to misfortuned animals in our time. And they were taken from us far too soon. To the great ranch in the sky.
We left the
Scar,
chest
Scar,
there
Scar,
with
Scar.
your stuff. Some of it is like
you-
diamond.
Scar!
Scar, why
Scar?
are you making enemies?
It had to be revenge. It had to be revenge.
We can
I'm
kill
not
Green
very-
too to kill him.
You know
Oh
what?
my
Just
gosh.
do it.
Just do it.
I can't deal with
Keep
this
that guy
anymore.
under control, Green. Come on. You can't just
I've
burn
lost
the
so
ship
many
like that.
lives in 5 minutes. Like, what is? Oh, he's just unhinged. He's
What's
just
he done now?
Ooh.
he's absolutely unhinged.
Oh, he's burning
He
our
did. He
trees,
did just
oh
turn
no.
red. I know the fun, the excitement when that happens.
Yeah.
Right? He just wants to let
Yeah.
loose on the world
Yeah.
and watch it all burn.
I'm feeling more lost than ever. I need to find Scar. I've got a bunch of his stuff. We need to get kitted out again and go on a rampage. If we're going out in style. I'm so lost.
Gran, how are you so decked out?
I've got good news, Scar.
I love good news. Can you tell me it while we watch the relationship burn?
I've got really good news. This is actually your diamond stuff. You've got a whole
Wait.
bunch of gear, including.
Where did your stuff go then?
Here you go. How do you want to do this?
Oh, dude, you got my
I got
my
your shoes.
boots.
I got your shoes. I'm down to iron. Can I have the sword? I've got an iron sword for you.
Yeah. Keep the dinosaur. I've got like
that. I got your horn.
Oh my god, you got my horn! Oh, dude, I thought all was lost. Hold on. Oh, I think it would probably be a good time to have the funeral. Martin's at the door here.
Oh, hello.
Let's have the funeral. We're gonna say a few words for Tim.
Step
Oh,
over,
I thought this was
everyone.
going to be a funeral for a burning ship, but no. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I read the
Double
room wrong.
funeral.
I read the
Scar,
room
did
wrong.
you?
gonna happen.
Scar, did you do that?
Well, technically, in a way, but not. I didn't actually ignite, but I gave the flint and steel to somebody else.
Oh,
I wish
Oh,
I
I
could take full
see.
credit, to be honest with you.
well, it's not a song to go down, a ship to go down to, but it's a bop.
Oh, yeah, this is a real bop. We're really highlighting 119 here. I'm into it.
Well done.
Y'all like patches? We got him. Wait for that bass to drop. Can you imagine if just the whole ship exploded when the bass dropped now?
Oh, you're watching it?
Relationship.
It's not the best music to watch a ship burn to,
No.
but I salute you, relationship. This was always
Very
going to
well.
happen.
I'm actually in real life saluting right now.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, does anyone want to say a few words for Tango and Tim?
The worst of two ranches, but they very much did their best. Even though they had constant people stealing their animals and hiding their animals,
They were
returning the animals that they had stolen.
good eggs that I stole from them.
Same. They were all.
No
Oh,
regrets.
It's not last life, third life, double life, next life, whatever we're calling this, without Timmy dying first. So
That's true.
salute to
Thank you
him,
for
salute
keeping
to the ship.
tradition.
Goodbye, Ranch.
We're burning the
Oh,
ranch.
we're
Burning
doing
it
this.
again?
Goodbye, Ranch.
Again?
Oh,
The ranch is. Oh my gosh.
Can we make
Yeah.
it a little like bedtime storybook called Goodbye Ranch?
Goodbye
I feel like we
Ranch.
could make that happen. Goodbye
Right.
Ranch.
we want to burn down.
I think I want to do a dripstone trap. Now that we're red,
Ooh, I love
now that we
that.
could do things. Hang on. The
What?
box.
What?
The
What about
box.
the box?
The box, dude. This is perfect. I don't know. I was gonna what I was thinking was putting dripstone at the top of the box
Yeah.
and setting it up so it drops when they come in here.
Oh, that's a good idea. They're burning the ranch.
I burned the ranch. Oh. Oh, I
Ship
see.
burns, everything burns. The ship burns, everything burns.
I see.
Ship burns,
Unfortunately,
The
this is
ship
a
burns,
console,
everything
everything
burns.
burns. The ship burns, everything burns.
I like their rhyme. That is actually
That's a nice
rhyme.
rhyme.
What, rhyming burns with birds?
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Bygones be bygones. Why don't you come up here? We got something
What
for
was
you.
that? Bygones be gygones.
No, not the mouth.
No, dude.
There's some
people
long
inside box too.
sideburns.
Green and Skull are here. Dude, we
We're
have to
inside your
fight.
box.
We have to
We
fight.
do, we
Come
do.
up
Let's
with
go.
your
We have
Let's
to
go.
fight. No. This is outrageous.
Do you have a
Box
bow
cannot
and
go
arrow?
down like this. Come on, Big B. You ready to go, dude?
I'm
You
ready.
to
I'm
go?
ready. I'm ready.
Let's get in there, man. I'm seeing people all over the place. Look at this. Eat the.
Oh!
You got him with a stalactite?
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
No way!
How did you kill him? I'm gonna die! That's the
Nice.
best thing I've ever done!
Did you drop it
Made
down
me
the
get
ladder,
married.
or what did you do?
Except maybe get married.
Oh, Big B, I'm so sorry! Oh. Gosh, I'm
man.
big.
How did you do that?
Scar, we need to have another funeral.
Yep, we're gonna have to have another funeral. I've got both
Oh
their
my
shields.
goodness!
I've got both their shields.
I timed that so well!
Unbelievable.
I can't believe that! Oh!
This series is just too much for my heart.
I'm
These
gonna.
deaths. The stalactite death, I've never...
Oh! They do so much damage!
So you were just hanging on the top of the ladder and dropped it, or what?
So, I was at the top. You see that one there?
Yeah.
If you just stand under it for a second, I'll show you what happened.
Hey,
I don't even get how that happened, because they were chasing me, and then he just died.
Yeah, look, they
Yeah.
were running in here, right? And then I timed it, so when they got in, I let it loose. Boop.
Oh, snap.
That killed them? What?
And that killed them!
Wow.
Oh, can I wear a helmet, please?
I'm losing my mind. I can't believe that worked.
That's insane.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I need to inform you that box actually, by law and by will, actually belongs to myself and Cleo now, just as an FYI.
Oh, you can have it. It's fine. This is
Yeah,
the
we
side
don't
of a
want it.
murder. Full disclosure.
I need to leave. I need to take a minute because that was just.
Great, we gotta go. We gotta go right now.
That
right
was
now.
too much.
Secret place. Secret place. Secret jelly.
Aoife, I'm gonna go
Which
burn
one?
down Pearl's house now.
Secret jelly.
Scar,
Secret
I
jelly.
can't.
You didn't hear that, Mark.
Oh, it's
didn't.
inside of a creeper.
Let's get out of here.
I got so much gear. I got so much gear. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We needed revenge as red names were being hunted and.
Scar,
Wait a
you're
second.
saying words, but I'm not listening. I can't hear you. I'm still smiling from that insane kill.
You just keep smiling, Grin. You just keep
Oh
smiling, but
my-
you keep running and you don't stop because we're under attack.
Oh, what? Why? Why?
The mobs are mean and scary and evil.
Oh, I thought you
Don't
meant
go to
Joel
the
and
right
Aoife who
side.
are behind us.
Guys,
Hey guys,
We had
listen, I've been
We're
through
gonna
a
have a
lot
funeral.
today. Can we just, can we like nip this in the bud? I don't think I can handle another fight today.
no, we were trying to pincer maneuver those two because they're bragging about having 4 sets of hearts and all that garb. And if we team up on them, it'd be easy.
Oh my goodness, my voice is hurting from that. I can't believe that, and I can't believe. Oh man, why? Why? I can't believe I killed I'm such a traitor. Oh, Big B, can you hear me? Are you there? Here lies Big B, the best secret soulmate. I am so sorry. I killed Ren, and I didn't think hard enough about the consequences. I didn't really expect it to work. I'm sorry, B. Please. Secret soulmates. Still secret soulmates.
Today, I will be visiting every abandoned store and fast food place I can find. I'll be looking at everything from Blockbuster to Kmart and even everyone's favorite Toys R Us. First place I'll be visiting is an abandoned McDonald's. Let me just say, this location was honestly pretty bad. I did a video looking at this exact location when it was open, and all I'll say is that it was not looking good. The inside was literally falling apart to the point where the toilet had to be taken out. But this sign on the booth was definitely my favorite part. Don't sit here, seat will break. Wow, how welcoming. Now, I'm always a fan of the older style buildings, but once it becomes a safety concern and half the place is used as storage, you're gonna need to update some things. And that's basically what happened to this location, but instead of trying to update the building, they just said forget it and built a whole new McDonald's entirely. I mean, with reviews like this, I'm not surprised. But it makes this pretty unique because now you have two McDonald's right next to each other. This McDonald's actually used to have a really big sign in the front. It was one of the older style ones, and sometimes they keep those, but like I said, I guess they just want to completely start over. So the sign went away and the building is next. I'm actually surprised it lasted this long. This seems like a location they would have remodeled 10 years ago. You could see right here the old drive-through. That's like the old speaker, and it would come up on that red screen, and then this is where they would manually put the new menus and whatever, but now it's all just on a screen, so you don't have to come out here and replace it every time. And then obviously right next to that is the original building. Inside there, you can see the original sign that I was talking about. I'm surprised that wasn't thrown in the dumpster right away. But as for everything else, it's basically gutted out. This is where the play place used to be, and now it's just nothing but trash. Next up is a TGI Fridays that just shut its doors a week before me filming it. The reviews on this location were not the worst, but definitely could have been better. But the most likely reason as to why this shut down was because the company itself closed many underperforming restaurants as part of their ongoing growth strategy. Doesn't seem like they're doing much growing when 36 locations just shut down, but okay. Now, for the most part, I would expect everything to still be intact, knowing that it just closed down. So it just recently became abandoned, and that's why I gotta put it in this video. On the front of the building, it still has the Fridays logo. And then right at the front, you can see this sign that says, "We regret to inform you that Fridays made a difficult decision to close our doors." And if you look in there, you can see all the chairs are up and it's completely out of business, but everything still looks to be inside of there. And as you go around in the back of the building, it still has the Fridays sign right here. I like to throw in a mix of places in these videos where one abandoned place will look like it's been closed for hundreds of years, and then other places like this one looks like they were closed just yesterday. And in the case of this one, I guess it almost was. So as for this location, it still looks kind of new, but for the next place I'm visiting, you definitely won't be able to say the same thing. This place was an old Pep Boys auto service center. I couldn't find any photos, but based off of the reviews on Yelp, most people were happy with this location. Even this person that left a review in 2023, even though this place closed down 10 years prior. So this Pep Boys closed down over 10 years ago now, and it definitely looks like it. The paint's chipping away, the windows look like they're about to shatter. It's not looking good for this abandoned place. Now in these videos, I like to find things that were left behind of what the buildings originally were. And with this one, you can see two things. The first one is the sign itself. So right at the top, obviously you got Pep Boys and then auto service. Also, a piece of the sign just broke. You can see it right there in the bushes. And as for the second thing, if you look in the door, you can see a piece of paper with Pep Boys on it. This location was a Pep Boys auto service, meaning that you couldn't really buy anything inside. You would just take your car here for it to get worked on. So this is the front entrance right here. And if you look inside, it's all beat up. There's just dust everywhere and it's just not looking great. And then we'll make our way over to the garage section real quick. And can you see anything? You can, but there's really not much to look at. And then as for the back of the building, I really don't talk about that too much because there's usually nothing to see. And this Pep Boys is really no exception. Now, with all these abandoned places back here behind me in this plaza, you would think one of the next locations would be this, especially with there being an abandoned Kmart at the end of it. But I don't want to talk about Kmart too much just yet, and you'll find out why at the end of this video. Also, these other places are just stupid, so I'm not going to talk about them. Next location is an old Wendy's that just shut down. This place didn't have the best reviews, but the building itself was definitely older. I always went here for videos because it had that old style to it. But sadly, it's no longer open. I actually can't believe this Wendy's closed down. This wasn't even supposed to be in this video. I would have included it in my other one where I went to every abandoned fast food place. But at the time, this one didn't close. I was actually so shocked when I drove by and saw that the sign was gone. I always looked at it because I remembered it from the videos, but now the joke is dead. But what's even more shocking is the inside. There is literally nothing left. Well, obviously besides those chairs right there, which I don't even know why they left, but everything else is gone. And then we'll look in here real quick on the other other side, you can see the abandoned kitchen, and it's all cleared out. This was the old drive-thru right here, and of course, all the menus are taken out. It's only a matter of time until this thing starts falling apart. And then this thing I just have to include in the video. Right between the two drive-thru windows is this piece right here. You would only see these signs on Wendy's locations that were built in the 90s, and they would say express window, basically promoting that they have a drive-thru. I didn't know I was coming to an abandoned Wendy's today, but there you go. Now, this was a random one I just saw. It's an entire shopping center that just sits here abandoned. This place looks like I'm on a set of a movie. There really wasn't any stores here worth talking about, but it was definitely big. Now, for this place, I wasn't even going to include this in the video. I just happened to see it while driving around. It's this huge abandoned shopping center, and this is a pretty big parking lot too. Now, usually what I would do is put my phone to the window and stuff and try to show you inside, but every single window has wood in front of it, so there's really nothing to see. Next place was a 50s themed restaurant called Friendly's. I always enjoyed going to Friendly's, but I guess most people didn't, considering that they've been closing many locations over the past decade, and this was one of them. Many people seem to like this location, with the reviews being mostly positive. Well, maybe besides this guy. It's funny because he posted this picture to the wrong location. He was that mad, I guess. But anyway, as for Friendly's, it's sad to see it start to shut down, but at least I've been to some before they close them all. Now, this place may not be as known as other famous restaurants, but I always remember going to Friendly's as a kid and loving it. Now, this location in particular closed around a year and a half ago, but for some reason, all of the signs were never taken off, so it looks like it was just closed yesterday. So right over here, you still have the sign for the restaurant. Just says Friendly's, established in 1935, and you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I feel like when a place closes down, the main sign is one of the first things to go, but this one's still here. And then on the building itself, it still says Friendly's with the original sign. On top of the front entrance, it says creating memories since 1935. Let's take a look on the inside. So right there in the front, you have the ice cream menu, and then that's the main eating area. If you look on the wall, it still says Friendly's. This side looks more intact than the other, where you can still see all of the booths. So for the most part, this is basically just sat here for the entire time it's been closed, and who knows what they're gonna do with it. But the only reason I'm mentioning this is because I saw the weirdest remodel when I went to this Halloween themed restaurant where it used to be an old Friendly's, and they turned it into some horror themed place. For this next place, I just wanted to throw it in here real quick. It's an abandoned Rite Aid. The reviews here were fine, I guess. Honestly, who cares what the reviews are? It's a Rite Aid. I'm sure none of you care about this, so I'll make it quick. Right at the top of the building, you can see where the logo was, and then on the front door, you can see this huge sign that says store is closed. So just in case you thought it was open, it is not. And then on the inside, they have this huge thing covering the door, so you can't see anything. This is another one of those places where I kind of just saw it while driving, so I threw it in this abandoned video. For this next location, it's definitely a lot better. If you're a fan of movies, then you've heard of this place. This is an abandoned Blockbuster. Before there was streaming, the best way to watch a movie was by going to the store and picking one out. And Blockbuster was the most popular place to go. Back in its prime, they had thousands of stores open, but now there's only one left that I've actually visited before. However, this one is definitely not in operation and is closed just like all the other places were besides that one. I couldn't find any photos or reviews for this location. The only thing I can see is what you can view on Google Maps. Now, I've talked about this particular Blockbuster a couple times in past videos, but I never really went into detail about it. The most interesting thing about this building is that it became 3 separate places at different points. And if you look on the building, there's still things left behind from all 3 of those places. So obviously the most interesting one is Blockbuster, and there's 2 different ways to tell that it was that at one point. So first is on the building itself, you can see the outline of where the logo used to be. So that's the main way to see that it was a Blockbuster, but the other one's a lot more smaller. This exit sign on the door may appear to be just a regular sign. It just says exit right there, but you have to look at the bottom right here. If you read this super small text, it says 2003 Blockbuster Inc. But now we have to talk about the 2 other places this building became after Blockbuster shut down. So the first place this building became after Blockbuster closed was actually a thrift store. And the way to tell that it was by looking at these letters right behind me. Now you may be thinking, what in the heck is this? But once I tell you what it said before, then you'll be able to understand it better. So this part is the beginning of thrift. That's the ending of store. And then this would be open and then 7 days. So if you read the whole sign, it would say thrift store open 7 days. And now I'll show you the third and final place this building became. So the third place was actually a pub and grill. And you can actually still go to this place because it's right there. So because the pub and grill was the last thing this place was, when you look inside, it still looks like it was that. So when you take a look in here, you wouldn't even be able to guess this ever was a Blockbuster. And then this is just another side of the bar. I was surprised by this next place when it shut down. It's an old Burger King building with the blue roof. I thought for sure they were gonna remodel it, but they decided to just close it entirely. I've been here many times in the past when making videos, so I have footage of the inside. It basically wasn't touched since the 90s, and everything was in good shape right until it closed. The reviews on this location were pretty average for a fast food place. Nothing too bad, but nothing great. So as of right now, the sign is still up there with the blue roof. Also, the main sign for the building is still there. There's a paper right on the door that says restaurant permanently closed. So take a quick look inside. I filmed inside here before when it was open. Now I'm filming it when it's closed. You can see inside the kitchen, there's still stuff there because it just closed. And even the computer screen is still on. I can't believe I was just here a couple months ago filming that abandoned Taco Bell, and it's right next to what is now an abandoned Burger King. And even when Burger King's closed, it still can't get away from McDonald's. You gotta love it. And now for the final two locations that everyone has been waiting for, I will be visiting an abandoned Kmart and Toys R Us that happen to be right next to each other. First, I'll take a look at this Kmart that closed sometime in 2019. And let me just say, the reviews for this location were horrible. I haven't seen reviews this bad in a long time. No wonder this place shut down. So this is why I didn't want to talk about Kmart earlier, because I knew I would have a better one to show at the end of the video, and this is it. So right at the top, you have the Kmart sign, with the K being the Kmart logo itself. It's obviously super faded by now because who knows how long this has been here. And then over here next to the sign, they still have these up of brands that you would probably find in the store. But now we'll walk up and take a quick look inside. So this side of the door is boarded up. I guess the glass broke or whatever. But if you look right here, you really can't see much. It's just a bunch of construction stuff and whatever else they have. But at least you can use the Kmart ATM. So that's the main entrance right here. But there's actually another door on this side, and we'll take a quick look in it. You can see a lot more of the store over here. Ceiling looks like it was falling apart, but that was the store. We'll take a quick look around the side to see if there's anything. I doubt there's going to be anything to see, and I was completely right. And now for the final location everybody wants to see. It's an abandoned Toys R Us. You guys loved the first time I explored one, but now I'm at another location, and this one is even better. It may have not been the best reviewed when it was open, but now it's almost like a time capsule of your childhood looking at it today. So right in the front, we have the classic new logo. This time, nothing's falling apart on it. For the most part, this building looks to be in a lot better shape than the other one I visited. So now, of course, I'll take a look in the front entrance and see if we see anything. Usually you don't see anything, but I always take a look. Yeah, that thing's completely gutted out. I mean, you couldn't get that any more gutted out if you tried. This is cool though. You got this old warning sign that says, "Warning, this premise protected by Toys R Us Electronic Alarm Network." And there's Jeffrey the Giraffe. That's definitely from the 80s. Not really any point of going over here. There's just nothing left. Look at that shopping cart though. It says Kmart on it. And then this is over by the exit door. You have the same warning sign right here. But if you look in, there's nothing to see. Now, if you thought this was cool, just seeing the front side of this abandoned Toys R Us, there's actually something else around the back that tops everything else. If you walk to the side of the building, you can see the old Toys R Us logo. And if you thought this was it, there's actually one more thing I have to show you. So if you walk around to the back of the building, you can see the same old logo right here. But with this one, some of the letters did fall off. And in case you're wondering, there's not really much else to see in the back of the building because the second half of it is actually another place. You guys were begging me to go to another abandoned Toys R Us, and I did that. Hopefully you enjoyed. That's it for the abandoned locations. Make sure to subscribe, and I am now selling merch. Click the link in the description to get yours today. I will be reading A Stranger's Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book. I've read many in the past, so I bought another book at the thrift store, and I'm gonna read it today. Let's find out what's inside. On the front page, usually people draw themselves, but this person didn't at all. Maybe it's a deeper message that they're invisible to everyone. No one sees them for who they truly are. At the top here, you can see it says that this book belongs to Jonathan. We start off with the classic Your Desert Island picks, and luckily this page is completely filled out. His favorite video games are Lego Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and How to Train Your Dragon, but he also added a fourth pick with New Super Mario Bros. All four of those are just too good, he couldn't leave one out. Favorite songs are Boom Boom Pow. Now that's an all-time classic. I would always listen to that song. I Like to Move It. That's another great one. And then We Are Family, Dumb Love. For the top books, we got Shrek 3. That's a really specific one, but okay. Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. He loves them all. And dinosaurs. He's not very picky. Just any book about dinosaurs, he loves it. And then for the movies, we got Indiana Jones, Spider-Man, and Astro Boy. But also this one, Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2. 2. I have no comment about that, honestly. This is one of my favorites. Have you ever gotten a haircut so bad that you need to stay home? No. Have you ever had to put suntan lotion on a grown-up? No. I think he's lying about this one. I have no idea why, but I just want to call him a liar. Have you ever been bitten by an animal? Yes. Have you ever been bitten by a person? No. Have you ever tried to blow a bubble with a mouthful of raisins? No. That's one of my favorite questions because it's so specific and random. Have you ever peed in a swimming pool? No. He's a liar. Have you ever been kissed full on the lips by a relative who's older than 70? No. That's a very strange question. Have you ever been sent home early by one of your friend's parents? No. And this kid's life is a little boring. Have you ever had to change a diaper? No. Now we got the personality test. What's your favorite animal? Dog. And then what's 4 adjectives that describe why you like it? We got friendly, fluffy, beautiful, and cute. What's your favorite color? Black. And then what's the 4 adjectives? It's dark. It's in a container. Okay. Go on walls and on frames. And then this side says, what's the title of the last book you read? We got Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw. When this do-it-yourself book came out, there was only 4 Wimpy Kid books. The Ugly Truth hadn't even been released yet. And the 4 adjectives why he likes that book are, it's because it's green, it has the word last straw, it has pictures, and then this one just says it has. I guess he couldn't think of anything else. What's the name of your favorite movie? Star Wars. The 4 adjectives are that it has guns, it has lightsabers, spaceships, and it has aliens. Unfinished comics. Why do you bring bags? My mom gave me it. I want you to be like me. Okay, this kid failed. You're supposed to put Zooey Mama. I guess he's taking a new approach at it. I respect that. Make your own comics. This is mine. What is that, a potato? There's a guy trying to steal my purse. I put you in jail. I'm going to win M. And then we got this scene. This is really intriguing so far. No, I'm going to win. I won. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I'm tearing up here. This is just too much to handle. Predict the future. I officially predict that 20 years from now, cars will run on roads instead of gasoline. There's no like weird joke or whatever. It's just so serious. A cheeseburger will cost $2 and a ticket to the movies will cost $5. Pets will have their own toys. Underwear will be made out of tin foil. That would be so painful. The flu will no longer exist. A boy named John Smith, that's the most typical name ever, will be president, and there will be more dogs than people. That's got to be one of my favorite predict the futures ever. It was so trying not to be funny that it was funny. And then the annoying catchphrase is you stink. Make sure to spam that in the comments. I want to see it a billion times. And then on this page we got aliens will visit our planet in the year 2012. Well, I have bad news for you, that didn't happen, but let's see what they have to say. I come in peace. The number one thing that will get on old people's nerves 20 years from now will be flying rockets. I wonder where he got that idea. On here we got your 5 bold predictions for the future. Number 1 is no more war. Number 2, no more sickness. Number 3, no more bad people. Number 4, no more dying. And number 5 is no more bad weather. I like how these books are supposed to be fun and upbeat, and then John's getting really serious. We got more predict your future. With his home, he wants a house. The location will be a city. He will have 2 kids, a pet dog. His job will be a dentist. A vehicle will be a car, and his salary will be $100 a year. Design your dream house. I gotta give him credit for not just completely copying this page like most people do. He actually made his own thing. On the top left here, we got an indoor pool with a TV, a fancy kitchen over here, big living room, and a ginormous dining room. And then in the corner, we got a pizzeria place. Yeah, maybe he did copy it a little bit. Here we got a few questions from Greg. What's the worst thing you ever ate? Nothing. How much would you be willing to pay for an extra hour of sleep in the morning? He'd be willing to pay 1 hour. I'm not sure that's how money works, but okay. Does it get on your nerves when people skip? Yeah, he can't stand it. Here we got unfinished comics. I am weird. I have 3 eyes. What are you looking at? I am still weird. No comment. I have nothing funny to say about that. Make your own comics. I am going to die. What the heck? We're just gonna skip right past that page. Good advice for next year's class. Don't interrupt me. Don't bother me. Don't be hitting me. Don't slap me. Then we got your favorites and least favorites. I always like seeing this page, but unfortunately he put nothing for least favorite because he likes everything in the world. His favorite show is Truth or Scare. His favorite band is Big Time Rush. And then he's got a bunch of other stuff that I love to see because I grew up with the same things. The worst nightmare you ever had? It was that Astro Boy was on the bad side. Your life by the numbers. Longest you've gone without bathing? Today. Most bowls of cereal you've ever eaten at one time? Raisin Bran. That's the answer. And then at the bottom we have one of my all-time favorite questions. Number of times you gotten caught picking your nose? None. Number of times you gotten away with picking your nose? None. That actually doesn't even make any sense because that means he picks his nose and never gotten away with it, but he says he does? Yeah, nice try, kid. You messed up. The first 4 laws you'll pass when you get elected president. Number 1 is don't steal. Number 2, don't lie. Number 3, don't hit. And number 4, don't kick. And then you got the baddest thing you ever did as a little kid. Oh, it says pee the bed. Okay. Practice your signature. He's got all different kinds, and I gotta admit, it actually looks pretty good. And then you got list your injuries. He destroyed his head, face, arms, hands, legs. Even his pants and shirt got beat up. This kid can't catch a break. Now we got a few questions from Rowley. Do you believe in unicorns? No. Yeah, that's some girly stuff, dude. If you ever got to meet a unicorn, what would you ask it? No. How many nights a week do you sleep in your parents' bed? None. I don't know about that. Unfinished comics. We got I have really big teeth. I am wearing something. What? Why are you looking at me? It's none of your beeswax. We got Roderick's activity pages. At the top, you have the maze where it's impossible to solve, and I guess John did not fall for it because there's no line. And then we have my all-time favorite question in the entire book. It's, are you embarrassed that you pooped in your diaper today? He put no. I love that question so much because no matter what, if you put yes or no, you pooped in your diaper. But that's good to see that John is not embarrassed. We got your best ideas for inventions. He just put, I can turn myself into an alien. We got make a map of your neighborhood. I don't even know what's going on here. The road just ends and you fall off a cliff. On this page, you got to make a loaded diaper concert poster, and he just put diaper loaded, and he got a guy with the biggest diaper ever. Now we got draw your friends the way Greg Heffley would, and he's all by himself. Now we got the page autographs. You have the date of June 10th, 2010. I love seeing the dates on stuff. And you can see this where it says you are a great kid by his mom, and you are a great grandson by his grandmom. That's actually really nice to see. But I'm more so just happy that we have a date. I can't believe this book is going on 15 years old now. Then we have my least favorite section, so we're just gonna skip on past that to the final section where it's create your own cover. We got Diary of a Meatball Fight, and you can see they're throwing meatballs. That's actually kind of funny because the newest book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Hot Mess, is about meatballs. Did this dude predict the future, or did Jeff Kenny steal this idea? And then as we flip along, it says what's your story, where you can write out the book, and I'm actually surprised there's this much because usually no one writes anything just like he did with the rest of the pages. But let's see what he has right here. I like to collect silly bands. That's a throwback. I collect a lot of Pokemon cards. I go to school on Monday through Friday. I also have a lot of fun at my own school. I like to play on my DS a lot, and I have a ton of games. And at the bottom it says when I go to listen to my MP3 player, I listen to Dumb Love. This may have been the most nostalgic page I've ever seen. And with that, there's the end of the book.
Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I am now selling merch. Click the link in the description to get yours today.
Every year I rank all the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, and I'm back doing it again this year, but with a twist. I'll be ranking all the books in a tier list, with the top spot Zooey Mama being the best, the A and B sections being the okay books, and the bottom Cheese Touch being the worst. Each book will be put in the order of how I would rank them. Every book will be included in this ranking, except for these two, this book because it's literally blank, and any other special edition. Let's go. I'm going to be going in the order of when they were released, starting with the original Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Obviously, this book is a classic. Everyone knows that. You got Gray going to middle school with Rowley. He's got to deal with his family. It's an overall a really relatable book, even though Gray can be kind of mean in this one, but everyone's been there where you're the awkward kid going through middle school and you're just trying to figure out who you are as a person. That's what this book does perfectly and makes it one of my favorites because of that. I'm probably going to repeat myself a lot from the past rankings, but I've done so many, so please give me a break. If this book wasn't as good as it is, none of the other ones would even exist. I'm putting it in the Zooey Mama tier, but it's okay at the end of the day. Now we have the second book, Roderick Rules. This one has always been one of my favorites ever since I first read it. Roderick is my favorite character, so when you have a book all about him, I'm basically gonna like it right off the bat. If the first one was relatable because of school, this one's relatable because of the family. However, if I did have one complaint, I do wish Jeff Kenny went into a little bit more of detail with Roderick as a character. He is kind of just there and the mean older brother, and that's it. We don't really learn a lot about him, and I wish we did. But that really is a minor thing compared to everything else in this book, and with all that, I have to put it in the Zooey Mama tier. Trust me, they're not all gonna be there, but these first two just deserve it. However, I do think this one is better than the original Wimpy Kid book. So as of right now, it's going at the top of the tier, but it's okay at the end of the day. Now we have the third book, The Last Straw, and I always felt this one was was kind of forgettable. When people are thinking of the classic Wimpy Kid books, it's usually the original Dog Days or even Cabin Fever. However, one idea I've always loved from this book is that we get to see more of the dad. Every other book pushes him to the side. You never see him. This is the only book where he kind of gets the spotlight throughout. That has always been one of my favorite topics in this book. However, everything else when it's not Greg with his dad is kind of just forgettable and nothing too different from what we have seen before. I'm going to be putting it in the A tier, but it's okay at the end of the day. Number 4 is Dog Days. If you have seen any of my other videos, you would know where this one goes. As much as I love Roderick Rules, Dog Days will always have a special place in my heart. This is the first Wimpy Kid book I ever read. I hated reading, but somehow I read through this entire book and I knew I had to get the rest of the series. I like the different environment from the first 3, where it's mostly him at his house or school. This one we take Greg in a new place and crazy stuff happens, I guess. But this will always remain my favorite Wimpy Kid book, mostly based on the nostalgia alone, but the book itself is pretty good. It's going at the top of Zooey Mama, but it's okay at the end of the day. Number 5 is a very interesting one. It's The Ugly Truth. Every single year, this book goes higher on my list because it honestly just gets better with age. And not really in a sense that it's complicated to read, but just the themes that it's trying to explore. This book, we deal with Greg getting older, what friends he wants to be with, and all that stuff. I really like that topic a lot, but sadly, it doesn't dive into that as much as I would have liked it to. The idea is there of him growing up, but you can tell Jeff Kenny didn't want to go too much into that because he clearly had more books to write where Greg is still in middle school. It's going in the Zooey Mama tier in front of the original book. Also, what's kind of funny about this book, if you didn't know, the original title was going to be Rowley's Revenge. That would have been a very interesting title and definitely would have stood out from the rest, but it's okay at the end of the day. Now we got the 6th book, Cabin Fever. This is probably one of the most known Wimpy Kid books out there. I feel like random people that don't even know Wimpy Kid remember this book somehow, but it is for good reason because the book is just good. You got Greg and his family trapped inside on a cold, snowy day. The dad's not there, of course, because I guess these books just hate the dad, but it is a pretty unique idea. With them being trapped inside because of the snow, it gives us an excuse to look at more of the family dynamic. This was always one of my favorites when I was younger, so you really can't blame me too much when I put this in the Zooey Mama tier. I would only put it above the original. I think the other 3 are a little bit better, but it's okay at the end of the day. Now we got number 7. This book is pretty old in the series. It's the 7th one to be made and came out the same year as the Dog Days film did, but I really don't enjoy this book at all. Don't get me wrong, I think there is some elements that are pretty good, but overall it's a really dull book that feels very out of place to me, at least, where Greg is trying to get a girlfriend the entire time, and at the end, Rowley ends up getting one, and it sets up the next book. This almost feels like a prequel to The Hard Luck. Unfortunately, this book has to go in the Cheese Touch tier, but it's okay at the end of the day. Now, if that one was one of the worst, the next one, Hard Luck, is surprisingly not bad at all. This is another one like The Ugly Truth, where it goes up higher every year. I like the random inclusion of the Magic 8 Ball. I think it just adds something different to the series, where Greg will ask it questions to see what answer he gets, while still trying to make new friends because Rowley has a girlfriend, and he's a little bit of a simp. I feel like Jeff Kenny had a lot of fun writing this one, mostly with the Magic 8 Ball idea. So with all that, I'm gonna put it in the A tier, but not above The Last Straw. Also, every year I usually ask the Magic 8 Ball a question, but I don't even have one this time, so I'm gonna have to do it online. My question is, will I ever stop making these ranking videos? What's it gonna say? Very doubtful. Well, I guess it's not wrong, but it's okay at the end of the day. Now we got an infamous one. Book number 9, The Long Haul. The book. I'm talking about the book, not the movie. Why would I be talking about that? It's obviously the book. Of course, we all know about the Long Haul movie and how disappointing it was, but that couldn't be any more opposite from the book because I really like this one a lot. The whole idea of going on a road trip really appeals to me because I just love road trips. So a book like this is pretty fun to read. I'm actually pretty surprised it took 9 books to do that idea, especially when you look at how many copied this one later on. But at the time, this was pretty unique, and the road trip itself is pretty funny. So it's going in the A tier above Hard Luck. Man, do I wish this got a good movie though. but it's okay at the end of the day. At number 10, we have Old School. This is the most underrated book in the entire series. The whole theme of Greg getting outside with different people with no technology is pretty enjoyable to read. It's got a focused plot, and the plot is pretty good overall, so I have to put it in the A tier above The Long Haul. But it's okay at the end of the day. Now, if you're a Wimpy Kid fan, or if you've seen my videos, you'll know the next book that's coming up. That would be book number 11, Double Down. Ever since I read it, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I think the biggest downfall of this book is the plot. I know Wimpy Kid books don't really have the most focused plots, but man, does this one mess it up. On the back, it talks about how they're gonna make their own movie, which I think is a very unique idea. I would have loved to see Greg and Riley try to make a film, really going all in at it, but instead, we only get that idea in the last 30 pages or so, and the rest of it is filled with, well, filler. What makes this book so low on the list for me is the potential that it had but didn't do. I'm putting it at the bottom of the cheese touch tier, but it's okay at the end of the day. Now we got book number 12, The Getaway, also known as The Long Haul Part 2. That's right, it's another vacation book, but this time they're not in the car, it's on an airplane, so it's a little bit different. That's my biggest complaint right there. It's very similar to The Long Haul, except they go to a different vacation spot. I will admit it has some funny ideas, and I'll even give it credit for being pretty focused on that idea of the vacation, but sadly it just kind of gets boring. Not my least favorite of all time, but feels a little repetitive, and I have to put it in the cheese touch tier, but I'll put it at the top of the list. But it's okay at the end of the day. Now we got book 13, which is The Meltdown. This book always reminds me of Cabin Fever because a lot of it has to deal with the snow, especially with the ending that everyone talks about, where it's a big snowball fight in the neighborhood. I think that's definitely the best part of the book, and it's got some good moments leading up to it. I think it does a good job of having the big ending, but the rest of the book builds up to it. Other books in this series have the good ending, but a lot of it's just filler leading up to it. So I won't put it in the cheese touch, but it's gotta go in B tier. I think I'm gonna have an epic meltdown if I keep doing these videos. I love doing that same joke every year. I feel like I'm gonna have a meltdown if I keep going. But it's okay at the end of the day. Now we got book 14, The Wrecking Ball. Yeah, honestly, I'm not a big fan.
Wrecking Ball, not bad.
I think the idea is interesting, where the Heffley family has to deal with remodeling their house and all of that stuff. But for some reason, it's so over the top that it just takes you completely out of it. Which I guess it's funny to read, but I've always been more of a fan of the realistic Wimpy Kid books. So unfortunately, I have to put it in the cheese touch tier. But it goes above the Third Wheel and Double Down. But it's okay at the end of the day. Now we got book 15, The Deep End. This time they're on another road trip, but they take an RV. I don't see this book adding much to the series. I love the road trip ideas, but there definitely is ways to switch it up and not just make it them driving and arriving and then they do stuff. It's going in the cheese touch tier below Wrecking Ball. But hey, at least it's signed by Jeff Kenny. That's an accomplishment, right? But it's okay at the end of the day. Book 16 is Big Shot. This is probably the most focused plot out of any of the Wimpy Kid books. Almost all of it relates to Greg trying to join the basketball team. It's a very classic underdog story like Rocky, so I'll put it at the B tier above The Meltdown. But it's okay at the end of the day. Now we got one that surprised many fans. Book number 17, Diaper Overload. This book is mostly focused on Greg's brother Roderick, and there hasn't been a book like that since Roderick Rules. I was very excited when I first heard about this because I wanted to see what Jeff Kenny would do with the Roderick character. Unfortunately, there isn't much done because it's just the same old Roderick and we learn nothing new about him. But it takes this series into a new direction where it's mostly focused on Roderick and Greg is barely in it. And although, like I said, the book doesn't go much into detail about Roderick, it's still fun to see him hanging out with the band and Greg going along for the ride. It's going at the back of A tier, but it's okay at the end of the day. Now we're getting into the most recent ones with book 18, No Brainer. It's actually a couple books where you don't even see Greg in school. So I like how it tries to bring Greg back to school, but as for the same problem I have with Wrecking Ball, it's a little bit too over the top. I'm probably gonna forget this in a couple years time because it's just there to me. But I can't put put it in the cheese touch tier because I do like Greg back in school. But it's okay at the end of the day. And now we have the newest book from Wimpy Kid, and that is book 19, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Hot Mess. Basically, it's another road trip type book, but this time they go on a boat. So for that alone, you might think it's one of my least favorites, but I actually kind of like it. They switch it up a little bit this time, where it's the entire extended family going on the trip as well, and not just the main family. You got the whole plot of the grandma's meatballs, and it has a pretty good twist ending. I can't give it any higher than a B tier. However, I think it's better than No Brainer. But it's okay at the end of the day. So that was the main Wimpy Kid books, but we still have 3 more with the Raleigh Jefferson books. Don't think I forgot about these. First up, we have Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. When I first read this, I was going into it trying to make fun of it, but I honestly kind of liked it. We get to see Greg from Raleigh's perspective, and it really shines a light on how mean Greg can be. So I'm gonna put it in B tier above No Brainer, but it's okay at the end of the day. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about the next one in the series, Raleigh Jefferson's Awesome Friendly Adventure. It felt like another road trip, but it switched up a little bit because it takes place in ancient times. The biggest problem I have with it though is I don't really care about the characters. The whole fantasy aspect doesn't really work to me, and I think the joke where Greg just constantly wants money gets a little repetitive, so it's gotta go in the cheese touch tier. The only book that I would say is worse than it is Double Down, but it's okay at the end of the day. However, there's still one more, and that's Raleigh Jefferson's Awesome Friendly Spooky Stories. This one takes the idea of all the random stories and completely runs with it. I mean, I'm a big fan of horror stuff in general, so I guess I give it bonus points for that. I think the stories are interesting. I find them funny. I'm gonna put it in the B tier above No Brainer, but it's okay at the end of the day. That's it for the 2024 ranking, but there's still one more thing to say. Happy New Year, everyone! Wow, that definitely wasn't worth it. I am now selling merch. Click the link in the description to get yours today.
But overall, it's alright. But it's alright overall.
But at the end of the day, it's okay. But it's okay at the end of the day. I stayed at the Cartoon Network Hotel before it closes forever next year. No, you're not dreaming. This place is actually real and has Cartoon Network related decor everywhere you go. From the rooms to the pool and even a restaurant, you can't escape it. And I knew I had to check everything out before I no longer could. So I packed up and headed to Lancaster, Pennsylvania for my dream location. Alright, so I'm on my way right now to the hotel, and man am I excited. The only downside, however, is I was gonna have one of my friends join me on this trip, but no one was available. So now I'm doing a solo trip. But I knew no matter what, nothing was gonna stop me, and I was going to this hotel. After hours of driving through what felt like the middle of nowhere, I finally arrived, and wow, was it a beauty. Listen, I know there's only 7 wonders of the world, but I think I may have just found the 8th. Sadly, however, all of this will be destroyed and replaced with a castle look that fits the theme of the amusement park right next door, which may be for the best because this place is not exactly bringing in a crowd. I mean, seriously, the line is out the door to get in here. Super packed today. I don't even know if I'll be able to find a room. Yeah, this hotel was completely dead. And if you're thinking more people would arrive later, that just never happened. Except for the few other families. I basically had the entire place to myself, as you'll see throughout this trip. But in all seriousness, I am excited to check this place out before it closes forever, and you'll never get another chance to do so. I actually do wish I had some of my friends here because they know Cartoon Network more than I do. I don't think I've ever seen any show from that channel. I know I missed out on my childhood with that one, but what can you do? However, I do know this one in the front is obviously from Adventure Time. And then right next to that, you have the giant logo of Cartoon Network. So before I check in my room, let's see what they got inside. As I started to make my way to the door, I saw this. We're closed until 3. Oh, looks like I got here too early. I guess I'll have to wait around until they open. I decided the best way to kill some time was by going to one of the last Disney stores. Not sure why Disney kept this location around. However, it was cool to see, I guess, because there's so little left. But more importantly, the hotel was now open. See ya, Disney, I got a hotel to go to. Right as you walk in, you stumble across all the different areas to check out, like this restaurant, a movie room, and even an arcade that's open 24 hours. But first, I had to check out the merch store to really get myself in the spirit. Normally, I wouldn't buy merchandise, but with this place closing, I felt like I had to. I might actually get something if it says Cartoon Network Hotel on it, just because I think it's cool to have a piece of that when eventually you can't get it anymore. They got a mug right here that says it. We got this thing that I think spins and glows up or something. Yeah, there we go. Look at that thing go. And then we also have playing cards. I'm not even sure what those could look like, but that's kind of neat. Now, they do have t-shirts, but by no shocker, they're extra super small because they're meant for little kids. Here we go. We got the Cartoon Network Hotel Frisbee right up my alley. The store as a whole was pretty neat, but what I enjoyed most was how they had the merch separated into different sections so you could pick out your favorite. I heard of all of these besides this one. Please forgive me. However, I do like these cups right here. Oh, what the heck? I thought it was plastic. It's like some rubber or whatever. After looking around, I decided to get this hat even though I never wear them. But I had to represent the place since no one else was going to. It was so empty, the employees basically begged me to get a photo with the walk-around character because they had nothing to do.
Awesome sauce.
Definitely hanging this one on my wall. Now at this point I would go right to my room, but you can't until later in the day. So in the meantime, I took a walk around outside to see what they got, which is more than you would think. Yeah, I don't think many people are going to go in the pool today. It's a little cold out, but let's see what they got. This area right here is the land of pool, and then behind this gate's the pool itself. Obviously, it's closed off, but you got the blue slide right there, and this looks to be a hot tub. On the activity sheet they give you, it actually says it's going to open up today, but I highly doubt that. I was given this paper when I first walked in with a map and their activity page of all the different things you can expect to happen. But this pool is definitely not opening today, unless if they want everyone to get frostbite. So you can expect nothing less with the Powerpuff Girls water park right next to that. Nothing was running for good reason, but I'm not sure why the indoor pool was closed. That's the one thing I would expect to be open. But I wasn't planning on swimming anyway, especially since this is when it really hit me. Wow, I'm actually alone in this place. It's almost like the hotel closed down already. But it was now time for me to see my room that could be themed after any character. When booking your room, they don't tell you what the theme will be. So let's find out what I got. The anticipation is killing me. All right, guys, this is real. I actually don't know what themed room I'm gonna get. Here we go. Hey, look at that. You guys are gonna be mad, but no, I've never seen this show. But let's take a look around and see what's in here. On the actual bed, you have a pillow right there of Finn. Yes, I did have to look up the character's name. And then along the end of the bed, you have this blanket of Jake. And these are the two characters that you see on the outside of the main building. And yes, if you're wondering, I did get two beds because like I said, somebody else was supposed to be here, but sadly, I'm all alone. Other than the two beds, of course, you got this yellow lamp right here. This yellow seat right here. Oh, look at that. It's actually on wheels. And my favorite, the AC that I make as cold as possible. But don't think I forgot about the bathroom. Before you walk in, you have this huge wall of art that looks to be different characters from the channel. But as we make our way in, we of course have this beautiful sink. Man, I love this thing so much. And then shout out to this mirror for giving me the best lighting ever. But let's see that toilet. Oh, here we go. Yes. But even cooler is the shower curtain with more characters right here. Unfortunately, in case you're wondering, you don't get any themed shampoo, but at least they put a little bow in the toilet paper. How nice. At this point in the day, I was getting a little hungry, which I had to once again wait around because the restaurant wasn't open yet. However, thanks to this great channel where it's literally just the logo, I felt like I was going insane. The time flew by and it was now open and ready to serve food. I have to say, what a privilege. They cleared the entire place out for my arrival. Watch out, guys, celebrity coming through. I sat down and looked at the menu, which had some interesting items on it, but I had to stick with my go-to, which would be a cheesesteak. Oh wait, I'm sorry, Jake's cheesesteak. I wasn't sure how the food was going to be in a place like this, but when it came out, it looked way better than I pictured. So I dove right in that meal. It honestly tastes just as good as if you went to a local pub or something. Now, how will the star-shaped tater tots compare? Best thing I've ever tasted. I was surprised all around. Not a bad meal at all, whether you're a family stopping in or all alone by yourself like me. But man, did that food make me full. If only there was an arcade to go to after a meal like that. Oh wait, there is. It's not the biggest of all time, but has some good games, and the best part is that it's open all day and night. You can come in here anytime you want, which clearly people are taking advantage of that. Let's get to playing, yeah! You see this type of game everywhere, where it's either clown or snowman and you gotta hit them. But hey, look, free basketball, let's give it a shot. I don't even have to look. Boom. But because I want to waste some money, let's play the claw machine. Here we go, it's gonna get it. Yeah, that's why I don't play these. Maybe I'll do better on this one. You gotta get the hand and poke it on one of the toys. This is it, guys. Right there, look at it, it's right on it. Hey, I don't even know what I got, but I got something. Got some Pokemon cards. Now this one in the middle looks fun. Basically, you shoot one of the prizes in there, and if you do it, you get it. All right, let's do this one. Oh, this time I'm gonna do it right now. What the? I give up. Now it's just taking my money. At this point, it was getting late. Trust me, it was very tempting to stick around for the Powerpuff Girls movie, but I'm an old grumpy man now and need to go to bed. However, with that, I knew a sad morning would follow. Was sad an understatement. I cried my way over to where they were serving breakfast, but couldn't even work up an appetite for it. The pain was too strong. But in all seriousness, I really enjoyed my time at this hotel. However, this will now be the first and last time I ever see it because of its closure on January 1st. Rest in peace, Cartoon Network Hotel. That's really a motel because the rooms are on the outside, but whatever. You might be dead, but I'll always remember the time I spent here. If you're interested, I'm now on Cameo and post extra content on my second channel. You can check those out, make sure to subscribe, and buy merch. Link in the description. You eat, sleep, and cartoon. This is the Angry Birds store you never knew existed. Growing up, Angry Birds was my favorite game to play. I got 3 stars on all the levels, wore the t-shirts, and even bought the plush toys. But when it came to a dedicated store for Angry Birds, they were nowhere to be found, at least in America. But now, 12 years after Angry Birds' peak, they finally opened up not only a store that sells coffee for some reason, but an entire golf course as well. I haven't seen too many people check these places out, so I knew as an Angry Birds fan, I had to do it. But before we look at the retail store slash coffee shop, let's head to the American Dream Mall and see what Angry Birds mini golf is all about. There's really not much on the outside. You just have the logo right there, but they do have pressed pennies, so I guess I have to buy those for good luck. Hopefully I get a hole-in-one by doing this. Let's crank it. Yeah, I'll admit that took a little too long to realize that there's no pennies in here, so it doesn't work. But right next to it, they do have this photo op, so let's hope I can get those. These are about to be so good. I knew they were going to be good, but not this good. But what's better than those photos is they actually let you download the video of you in the booth. I guess I could see the appeal if you're with someone else, but when you're all alone like me, you don't really need the video. If anything, it's just more proof that you're alone. Also, I have to show this. Right in the front, they have this huge statue of the Angry Birds. I've actually seen this before in past videos where me and my friends were messing around with it. Angry Birds! But the idea is you can stand right there and get a photo, which I've done before, so I can just put that in the video. But now let's finally get in there and play some golf. This place has all your favorite characters, like the pigs, the main Angry Birds, and even this thing. But everything in here is based off of the Angry Bird movies rather than the game. But if you're an Angry Birds fan, I'm sure you'll love this place either way. Right as you enter, you have this rock archway with Angry Bird characters on it. It almost looks like Mount Rushmore, but it's Angry Birds. This is better than Mount Rushmore. But of course, you can play golf too, which I'm terrible at, especially holding a camera in one hand, but I'll give it my best shot. That's definitely a hole-in-one, I can just tell. And then in the middle here, all the way at the top, there's Angry Bird characters that you can barely see, and in order to do so, you have to go to that 3rd floor. It gives you a good view of everything up there. Now, a lot of this stuff in here is based off of the Angry Birds movie, which I never saw until around a year ago. And the reason why that is because it just came out too late. It should have came out at the latest in 2013, but by 2016, I was not into it as much, so I never watched the movie until then, and I've never seen the sequel yet. Now, I saw in a YouTube video that some of the courses had a slingshot where you can put the ball in and shoot it, but it looks like they got rid of those. Maybe it was just taking them too much time and they had to just make it faster by making it generic. As you make your way down, you come across King Pig's castle, and this is how he looks in the movie. Also, I like how on the stomach, you can see how many kids hit it with their golf club. They don't like King Pig, and I get it. He's the bad guy. And then behind him is a bunch of random houses, but then you come across the next golf course where it leads into his castle. I gotta say though, this is a pretty good castle. I don't know where the pig's getting all this money, but he's doing pretty well for himself. Look at this place. After you get out of that area, you reach what I guess is the water section with this pig that I've never seen in my life. Maybe he's from the sequel. But this course has a really unique feature right here where you can place the ball inside and hope that it goes into the hole right there. There's no way to get it from there into the spinning thing, so you just have to place it. I guess I'll give it a shot. Right in there. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but Oh, that didn't do much at all. Now, this is kind of cool. We got this big pig submarine, and right in front of it, they have this ad for Angry Birds Explore. You can take a photo with the flock. Yeah, that was the best thing I ever did in my life. It just takes you to this random website, you put a couple characters on the screen, and then you take a photo. Mona Lisa may still be on top, but that's a close second for sure. But anyway, as for this big submarine, you just try to get the ball in there. It comes out the other side and hopefully goes in the hole. But look at this on the side. They have a bunch of artwork here with the pigs. You got Mighty Eagle and even the main bird himself, Red. This is what's going on inside the submarine. Now we reach the ice section where everything's ice. Not sure if I need to explain that, but I did. You got the police officer right here in the middle, and he's ready to stab anyone that acts up. This course is simple. You just hit the ball, try not to hit the toxic waste, and make it in the hole. But take a look at this next course. This is awesome. Instead of it being green, it's all blue. I have to say though, there seems to be so many forgotten ideas or whatever you want to call it in this course. Like here's one right here where it seems like they wanted the ball to come off of there and into the ground, but there's no way to shoot the ball into it. The only way to get it in there is if you're so skilled that you can shoot it from the ground up into the air and on the other side and then watch it go down. I didn't realize Angry Birds Mini Golf is for the most experienced players of all time, but it is. And at the end of all of that, you have this character, which I gotta be honest, I've never seen in my life. This bird looks like the characters from Labyrinth, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. The next course after that is just this rocket in the middle with a band-aid on it. I'm sure these are references, but unfortunately I don't get them. If these were about the games, I would understand every single one, but because it's about the movies, I don't get them. This course around the corner just has a bunch of TNT, but in the middle of all that, you have this display with that bird that I think is silver, but I may be wrong. And then on the board, they have a bunch of random things, but my favorite's that bird right there, which looks like Terrence. It's almost like the old classic design, so I guess that's the only piece of retro right there. This course I do recognize because this is Red's house. Now, as you can see, there's a huge hole right there, and if you hit it hard enough, it'll actually come out the top and spin all around and come out the back. I'm just gonna place it right here, and we'll see what it does. Here we go, guys. It's going around. Oh, that came out so quick, I missed it. I'll go on the other side. Here it is. Oh, look at it go. And I got a hole in one. And then behind all that, they have this whiteboard, which looks like it's gotten erased a bunch of times. But then for some reason over here, there's a bunch of stuff. Some of my favorites is right there. It says So Skibbity and then Sigma at the bottom. It's so beautiful, it can almost make you cry. This area is really cool. You got a bunch of slingshots and then two of the birds right in the back. You got Matilda right here, which I'm gonna be honest, I always thought was a guy in the original games. And then right next to her, you have Stella. She was the newer bird in the games, and I remember her coming out, but it was so late in the game's time, I never even bought the plush. After you see all that, you come across this truck, but as I was walking by, the original Angry Birds theme turned on. Anytime I hear that song, I go right back to my childhood. And after you go through there, you approach the final course, and you can see the characters inside of there. I gotta attempt this for the last one. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, I'm not surprised I didn't get anything. Overall, I enjoyed the golf course. However, I wish there was a few more classic characters rather than whatever this thing is. Also, I remember them having a store filled with merchandise, but that seemed to be completely gone. But it's not that big of a deal because I'm gonna see a ton more in the next location. I Swy by Angry Birds, located in Flushing, New York, is a retail store and coffee shop mixed into one. It has drinks you'll love with all the merchandise you could ask for, like t-shirts, plush toys, and even skateboards. Now, I wish something like this opened years ago, but I guess it's better late than never. I gotta be honest, I have no idea what I Swy even means, but I'm just here for Angry Birds, so let's check out everything. But before I go in, I have to point out this huge statue right here. You have Bomb right there with a coffee cup. Here's Red in the middle, and you even have the Statue of Liberty with a pig. I've never seen anything like it. As you walk in on the ceiling, they have this huge wraparound here with a bunch of the characters, and there I am right there. And as you walk on through, you come across all of the Angry Bird merch. I'm gonna look through everything here. Over here on this wall, we got some Angry Bird water bottles. Looks like some notebooks over on this side. And if you don't want him, you got the red bird right here and the black bird as well. And don't worry, they got plenty in stock. Look how many notebooks are there. I like these. We got Angry Bird glasses. You got the classic angry eyebrows right there. Do I look angry? As you continue on down, we have the Angry Birds activity book with some crayons, also Angry Bird themed. You have a coloring book right here. here, another notebooks thing or whatever, I don't even know what that is, and then some water bottles with the birds that nobody really cares about. This is interesting, however. Right here it says boxing mitts, but I don't see that anywhere. Unless if I come across it later, I think these may have sold out. But don't worry, in its replacement, we have this bag with the birds that no one cares about once again. As you make your way over to the wall here, there's a bunch of cool stuff actually. We got an Angry Birds bag, but the most interesting thing are these Angry Birds skateboards. They have so many versions of them right here at the top. Personally, I never really got into skateboarding. I still don't know how to do it to this day, but you know, back in the day, if I was skateboarding, these are the ones I would have bought. You got Red himself up close. This one's like a cartoon or something. Here we have like a comic book one. This one looks like they made him a rapper, and the only one not on display is this in the middle. And then over here next to that, they have more of the boxing stuff on display. All the way over here on this wall, it's more or less some of the same stuff, but you do have a couple new things like these guys. Oh wait, never mind, they're the same thing, just the cups, but they're in a box now. So that makes this the only new item, where it's like a back to school thing. We continue with this section right here, where it's a bunch of Angry Bird t-shirts. At the top, they have these 3 t-shirt designs, but they also have a couple others mixed in, like these shirts that are just from the Angry Birds movie. For some reason, this place really loves those 3 characters, but every other bird just got pushed to the side for some reason. In the middle of all of that, we have these 2 huge statues of the pig and the red bird. But below all of that, they have this random setup. I don't even know what it is. It's like a cart for hot dogs. And in the back, it looks like it was a display where you interact with it, but I guess it's closed off now or something. They just threw a bunch of Angry Bird plushes on top. You got the yellow bird with the cross-eyed design. We have Matilda right here. We have the red bird. We even got Bomb. And then the side characters that I don't even feel like showing. Continuing on the other side, look at this. I completely missed it until right now. They do have some of the boxing stuff on display. You have an Angry Bird punching bag right there, and then the 4 boxing gloves at the bottom. I almost want to say that's a random choice, but it's really not, because Angry Birds is about the anger, so might as well take it out in boxing. Beneath those, we have some more t-shirts. They love having merchandise of these side characters. I have no idea why. This should be no surprise. Over here, we have more t-shirts, but these look a lot better. You have this one where it says time to get angry, and then this one with Terrence. That's the first time I've seen him today. But let's not forget these over here. We have squad goals and then Bomb. And I'm not even going to talk about these. It's just those cups. But these cups are a little bit better. They're more traditional coffee cups with red Bomb right there, and the whole group is on that one. At the top there, it's hard to see. They have this cool artwork of how the levels look in the game. They really put a lot of time into the art around here. And then I saved this for last. In the middle of this seat, you have a bunch of plushes. Most of them are just this, but you also have these versions of the plushes we saw earlier. The only new one's right here in the middle, where it's a pig from the movie. If you ever wanted to know what an Angry Bird store looks like, well, here you go. There's the Angry Bird store you never heard of. Make sure to subscribe, and I am now selling merch. Click the link in the description to get yours today. They changed the Cracker Barrel logo. That's right, as the #1 Cracker Barrel fan, I am mad. But yeah, they changed the logo. To me, it's really no surprise. Honestly, if you think about it, Cracker Barrel was one of the last places to not be changed. With not even just their logo being old, but the restaurant themselves as well. They always had that classic cluttered look, where it's a bunch of random stuff from the South hung all over the place. I'm not even sure what half the stuff is, or why it's there, but I always appreciated it because it stuck out from other places. A lot of other restaurants and whatnot had this in the past, like TGI Fridays, but they have all since then removed that look to become more modern, where everything is boring and gray. And now take a wild guess, that's exactly what Cracker Barrel is going to do. They're changing not only the logo, but all of their restaurants from this classic look to the new boring style. And this is all being done to potentially bring in new people, but from the backlash online, it looks like it's doing the exact opposite. Look at this, even the company Steak and Shake hates it. That seems to be a trend that a lot of companies do, where they think, wow, our sales are going down, let's make ourselves as boring as possible to try to bring people back. But then it turns out nobody wants that, and the company fails altogether. And this isn't only with restaurants. Take a look at Gap. After some financial struggles in 2010, Gap thought it would be a good idea to switch up their logo to potentially bring in more people. So millions of dollars later, that's right, the logo cost millions to make for some reason, this is what they came up with. That does not even look like a clothing store logo. But let's just say people were definitely not happy. The backlash was so bad, in fact, that Gap switched back to their old logo in just 6 days. That's right, they spent millions of dollars creating this just for them to switch back. Yeah, that's definitely a fail, but at least they listened to what people wanted. This exact thing happens all the time, where companies think changing their look will bring in more people when it ends up doing the exact opposite. Also, remodeling their buildings is a part of this. Like I mentioned with Cracker Barrel, I could talk all day about that, and I actually have in past videos, but I'll keep this one focused on logos. Does anyone remember the Twitter logo change? Instead of Twitter, it's now called X. But even after 2 years of it being that, I never hear anyone refer to the website as X. It's always Twitter. It was a pointless switch that probably cost millions of dollars to do, just because they have to spend money, I guess, I don't know. But after spending all that money, people still don't call it X. Look at Petco. You got the great cat and dog logo. I remember seeing that all the time as a kid and thinking it was really cool. Yeah, let's get rid of that and change it to the most generic font of mankind. Instead of standing out from every other company, let's blend right in. And just to show you how many companies have that same font, let's take a look at these. You got Pinterest, same font, Spotify, same font, Airbnb, I hate this, and even Google. Actually, you know, this one's not too bad. I love the new Google change. There's so many logos nowadays that have that same font, I've literally lost track. I have no idea why companies love doing it so much, and I can't even name a single person that likes it. Every person I talk to, they seem to like the older logos, so I don't know where these people are. However, one that isn't too bad is eBay. I will say, as nostalgic as the old logo is, it looks like it was created in 5 minutes. So the new eBay logo gets a pass for me. Now going back to Cracker Barrel for a second, what's honestly funny about all this is that they're actually pretty late to the game. I remember eating at Cracker Barrel in the last couple years and thinking, I know for sure one day they're going to get rid of all this stuff. But although I knew some people were going to be mad, the backlash is a lot more than I thought. People really seem to be upset about this logo change. People are having full-on meltdowns that Cracker Barrel changed their logo and will no longer have that same look. Trust me, I hate it, but you know, I got a couple other more important things to do than cry online. Oh wait, I'm doing that right now. Yeah, I guess I'm no better than anyone else. Now, one logo I talked about in the past was the Super Bowl logos. They're really cool and stand out each year. You can always put that logo on your wall and be like, yeah, that was the Super Bowl, that's my favorite or whatever. But now, they all look the exact same, they're super generic, and none of them stand out. If you blurred your eyes a little bit and put all of these up in a row, you have no idea which one is which. I have no idea why that's such a popular thing. Why do people want the exact same logo over and over? Is it just to have it uniformed? I guess I can see that argument, but I'd rather have a new creative one every single year. However, I guess for the mass majority, that's an outdated thing. We of course have the Chuck E. Cheese logo. This one's been through many different changes over the years. I grew up with this one in particular, where I guess he's flipping a coin or something. I'm actually not even sure what he's doing with his thumb there. You have the classic thumbs up, and now we just have this super creepy one where he doesn't even have eyebrows. I don't know who thought of that one, but alright. I thought the animatronics were scary enough, but then this logo came along. We have one of my least favorites, Olive Garden. They went from a really cool Italian type logo. Just from looking at it, you kind of knew what the restaurant was going to be, to this boring, everyday, generic font. I'm sorry, actually that logo's a lot better. I'm just a crybaby. We have one of the all-time classics, Pringles. That's what actually inspired me to do my first video, was the Pringles change, because it was so bad. You went from the classic look with him having hair to them shaving it off and making him bald. What happened? I guess all the stress over the years, Pringles lost his hair. I just don't understand that tactic once again though. Why does every company want to blend in? Don't you want to stand out from the competition? I guess not. But after all of these, what are some logo changes I like? Believe it or not, there is some, and I'll go through them right now. We got Burger King. They had this logo that I grew up with, and now you have the new one. I know, believe it or not, a logo was changed that I don't mind. However, there's a couple more. We got Pepsi. Here's the old one, and then the new one. I don't even drink Pepsi, but I think the logo's a lot better. And let's not forget about Pizza Hut. This is their old logo, and now you got the new one. But if you take a look at all of these, there's something in common, and that's that they all switch back to their old logos. The ones before the ones I grew up with was the logos that they changed back to now. Maybe that's part of the reason why I like it, but I just think they look way better. They have just a little bit of character there that makes them stand out from the rest of the logos. Trust me, if Burger King switched there to this with that same boring font, I would not give that a pass. But this new one, which looks very similar to their older style, I think has a character to it. It makes it stand out and looks cool. But if you want a logo that switched into a new one where it wasn't based off an existing one, that would be Fanta. This was the one I grew up with, and they changed it to this, and I actually don't mind it. I think it looks good. Yes, in my last video I said I didn't like it, but now I do. But for every good logo change, you have bad ones like Instagram. I'm not sure if anyone remembers this, but back in 2016, when they switched their logo from this to this, people were super mad. There was protests going on. It was insane. And I almost thought at the time they were going to switch back, but Instagram stuck to their guns and never did. And now everyone's used to it. That's usually how it goes with most things. Companies will switch it, people will get mad, and then everyone moves on. Well, I guess Gap didn't, but that's a different story. Will I think Cracker Barrel will do that? I actually hope. I love the logo a lot more and the look of the restaurant, but I doubt it, and it's really not going to be the end of the world. I do wish, however, every company was like Coca-Cola. For their entire existence, they've pretty much had the same logo. And obviously there's a bunch of other logos I could pick apart, but I've already done that in the past, so there's no reason to re-bring them up. But I have to say, at this point, I can't think of much more companies that haven't changed their logo yet. Almost every single one has, and just to repeat myself, Cracker Barrel was one of the last. Not only with their logo, but the look of their restaurant. Let's hope I don't have to do another part of these, but knowing how companies are, I probably will. Make sure to subscribe and buy merch. Link in the description. Today, I'm gonna go to every fast food place to get their kids meal to see which one is the best. I'll look at the packaging, the food you get, and of course the toy. Let's get these kids meals. First spot is Burger King. I have never had a kids meal here in my life, so I'm actually pretty excited to try it out and tell you what I think. So this is it. You got the King Jr. meal. Packaging's got a bunch of weird stuff. First, you get a little Capri Sun. It's actually not too bad. A cheeseburger. That tastes exactly like McDonald's. I'm not even joking. They load you up on fries. They are not messing around here. They taste just normal, but you definitely won't run out. They even give you a little toy. That's actually pretty weird. So it's got like a little screen there. I read the instructions. It looks like you got to put it here, and it puts his eyes to sleep. So this is basically as much fun as you get. Now this drink's actually pretty interesting. It's called Surge. Basically, Coca-Cola made it in the 90s to compete with Mountain Dew. It failed, but now they brought it back. That's pretty good. Better than Mountain Dew? It might be. Tastes all right. Let me add my straw to this. That tastes exactly like Sprite with a little bit of Mountain Dew in there. Now we are at Chick-fil-A, and I can't wait to get the kids meal in this place. I remember as a kid, I always didn't like coming here because the toys were terrible. They were always like a book or something. So here we are right here with the Chick-fil-A kids meal. I gotta say, the packaging's pretty good. You get a chocolate milk, a small nugget, a small fry, and then it looks like you get 2 toys in here. The first one's this big thing. We'll have to get to that in a second. And the other is this little tiny one. I always do love Chick-fil-A. Just as good as ever. But I need something to wash it down. We got the chocolate milk. Tastes like organic chocolate milk. Let's see what these toys are. So first we'll do this little tiny one. This is called Chatter Time. Oh wow, so it looks like it's a little game that you can play. You basically ask questions to everyone and they have to answer. What board game do you want to play soon?
Monopoly.
What dance moves do you want to learn soon? I want to learn the oh, let's see what this is. Silly sticking. So we peel that off, and then you get a bunch of stickers that you can put on there. Put a little submarine right there. I gotta say, Chick-fil-A is actually pretty creative with their toys. It's not the craziest things in the world, but out of the two, this one was definitely my favorite. Just gets kids to actually talk and get off their phone. You get it? Big movie. You get it? Next spot is KFC. Now, an interesting thing about these buildings is if you look, it almost looks like another restaurant is connected to it, and that's because it used to be. These KFCs used to be connected with an A&W, but for some reason they got rid of them all, and now they just stand on their own. To go inside, it's locked, so we have to go through the drive-thru.
Could I get one kids meal?
First, we got a really nice drink. We got a small fry. Looks like a little nuggets in there. And then the toy is a bunch of stickers. This has got to be the worst toy We try to film this outside and you get the most loudest noises ever. But we might as well try the food. I gotta say, that's actually pretty good. Juicy. We got the fries. Not too bad at all. And then finally, the nice drink. Also, I hate Dr. Pepper. That's the only soda they had. But as for the packaging, I gotta say, it's pretty good. You got a couple activities on there, but the toy sucks.
You know why his pictures are always close up? Because he's not wearing pants!
Now this one is interesting. Good old Taco Bell. Most of you probably didn't even think Taco Bell had a kids meal, and you would be correct. They used to, but they actually discontinued it. So what I'm gonna do is look it up online and get what they used to have. And if you're wondering how I'm gonna get the toy, don't worry, I came prepared. So this is the Taco Bell kids meal that's discontinued. So this is the normal hard taco. You get cinnamon twists. They're okay. I usually like them when they're more warm though. Chips. Let's see how this tastes. I mean, not too bad, but I would probably never get it again. Now we gotta try the drink. So this is a well-known Taco Bell drink, the Baja Blast. But the thing is, I've never had it. It tastes like a candy. I don't even know what candy, but it just tastes like candy. Not the worst thing ever, but I still like root beer better. And for the final thing, we got the toy. This is from 2001. So apparently you gotta open it up, put the cards in, and then it shoots out. Oh, whoa, look at that. Go, oh, go. This is the best toy. Taco Bell's gotta bring their toys back. This was better than every toy yet. Now we have arrived at probably my least favorite fast food place, Arby's. We've actually been to this exact location before in a video. It's extremely old, it's got old stuff, whatever, but we're not here for that. We're here to get the kids meal. The packaging's pretty good. You got Arby's, it says kids. You got the fries. They definitely don't load them up like Burger King. You got nuggets right there, napkins, and let's take a look at the toy. So it's a book called Rhymes. What rhymes with cat? Bat, hat, chat, doormat. All right guys, it's time to go. Ow, what? Oh, we got that. Now we have arrived at Wendy's. I feel like Wendy's is never really talked about enough. Like, you hear it, people like it, but no one ever says anything crazy about it. You gotta love the old style sign with the old fashioned burgers. And the old sign over there.
Dude, it's just a sign. Get off me.
We've done this a billion times. We got the Wendy's kids meal. You got kids meal with a dog, like a knockoff Snoopy. You got little games. This is, I think, the toy pet power. We got the tiny fries. We got the burger and the good old classic toy. All right, this is the part where I have to eat it and pretend you guys never heard of Wendy's before. There's the most depressing looking burger in the history of the world. Usually I say Wendy's is pretty good, but this is terrible. At least the fries won't disappoint. Fries are always great. But for some reason, I never really went to Wendy's as a kid. I don't really get any nostalgic feeling having a kid's meal at Wendy's. So with all that being said, maybe this will bring the kid out in me. Let's open the toy. It's a dog. Take it off, and it's a cute little pet. You do that over and over. What else is in here? Oh, you can name him and everything. You got his pet name and his superhero name. We'll name him just Crow, and then his superhero name is Subscribe. Oh, and then you got my favorite thing, stickers. Let's give him a little beard. There we go. Wow, I'm actually pretty disappointed. Toys now suck. So that's why I went out and bought a much better toy. These are old Wendy's toys. This is from 1998. So here it is. It's a... I guess you're supposed to fill it with something and then you drink out of it. Oh, that tastes terrible. Wow. And finally, we have arrived at our last location. It's one of my favorites. It's McDonald's, but not any old McDonald's. It's the oldest McDonald's. Of course, we had to go to McDonald's. I mean, it's the king of all kids meals. Let's get it and see the toy. We can't go to any other McDonald's besides this one. Of course, the McDonald's Happy Meal. The packaging, 10 out of 10. They have the best packaging. They're basically known for the kids meals here. On the front, you got the classic smiley face, and on the back, it's the Nerf toy. You got a very tiny fry. You have another tiny fry, the cheeseburger, and the toy. I feel like I don't need to try these anymore at this point, but for the video, I gotta do it. That is dry, actually. Good thing I got chocolate milk to wash it down. And then we got the classic toy. So we got all the pieces right here. Challenge a friend. First one to score 100 points wins. Let's see what I get. We got to move it a little bit closer because this thing doesn't work. Let's see what I get. I'm right up on it. Oh, I got 10 and 20. I got 30 points. Get it. What will you get? Oh. I think you got to 100 first. It sounded like a cool toy, but it ended up just being poop. Well, that's it. We went to every fast food to get the kids meals. Let me know what's your favorite kids meal down below. Subscribe, and I'm out. Yeah! I spy with my little eye a lizard eye. Ah! Part 15. Diary of Korana Burger, the epic movie. It has that great face. I didn't expect anything else. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg watches The Long Haul. I don't even get it. He's not watching it, he's in The Long Haul. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, cheese rules. Wow, I've never seen anyone do this. No one has put something before rules. This is original. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the butt. I have no comment. Diary of a Pea Shooter. I used to play this game all the time. That's all I have to say. Diary of a Oh God, what is that? It looks like they tried to have Manny in real life look like what he looks like in the book. That wasn't complicated at all. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Plain regular paper edition. Man, you guys are making it hard to give me material to talk about. I mean, what am I supposed to say about this? Poop? Diary of a Squid Game. I see a reoccurring theme on this channel. You guys get something that was popular months ago and then bring it back for the fan covers. Among Us, Big Chungus, now it's Squid Game. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dad's day off. He probably wishes he didn't leave work. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg touches grass. Whew, man, he did that? I mean, that's all the way outside. I can never do it. Diary of Korana Drip Burger. I've actually seen this picture before. It's a great picture. I mean, what can we say? We have the drip. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Green Angry Bird rules. He can't even move, so I'm good. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, real life. It's just Greg in real life. There is literally absolutely nothing to say. Diary of this. Oh boy, we got an Android one here. This is what I mean by Android. When I can read it, it's not Android. I can't read this, so that's Android. Diary of a Wimpy Kid 3D Greg. You guys are getting every form of Greg and just throwing it on a cover. I think I've seen this one like 30 times. Diary of Poop. Wow, we're really reaching the bottom of the barrel now. Forget being creative, just throw poop on the cover. I mean, what else is new? Diary of a Shopping Cart and Me. So this is referencing a really old video I made called Minion and Me, but for some reason he just replaced Minion with Shopping Cart. I have no idea why. Diary of a Korana Burger, Night of the Imposter. Somebody edit an Among Us character there. I could do it, but I'm just too lazy to. Diary of a Wrecking Ball, Wimpy Kid. This one's actually kind of funny because it's so dumb. Sometimes I'm surprised I still laugh at some of these fan covers. I feel like I've seen it all at this point. Diary of a Dabbing People. What, these guys? That's not any old person. He's from The Simpsons. I've never seen that show, but I have the stickers. Diary of a Korana Burger, the consumer. So I'm just sucking in every planet. Watch out, guys. I'm gonna eat Earth next. I would do that and somehow one of you will still ask for fan cover 16. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg gets a boyfriend. It's funny because Big Chungus, I'm laughing. This isn't Android, this is like an 8-bit version. I can't read it, but there it is. Diary, Chuck E. Cheese devours the universe, killing Manny except Roderick. And apparently this is a sequel. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Balls Rule. And this is the finale, apparently. This guy has made so many of these, it's insane, but it gives me another fan cover to talk about. Also, no Big Chungus, so I like it. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg kisses a minion. I guess that's where the minion went, and I got a shopping cart. Diary of a Big Chungus. You guys just gave up at this point. Before, you guys would secretly try to put him on, but now he's just the main character. When will this come to an end? Diary of a Lorax. I wish I had a tree to chop down right now just to make him mad. Diary of a Plasma Ball. Which, you guys use everything in the background and now you're just finding random things in my room to put on the fan covers? Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Fortnite casket. This is what happens to people when you still play Fortnite in 2022. Play a new game. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg and Squid Game. See, I told you guys, Squid Game's making a comeback on the fan covers. It was popular, now it's not, and that means it's perfect for a fan cover. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the back rooms. The oldest meme ever. Diary of Sonic the Hedgehog. This guy made the cover and thought, that's not weird enough. I need to put this really weird face of Crow on the cover. I'm just surprised it's not the picture of me with the Santa hat. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg dabs in 2021 and dies. I mean, that's his fault. He's got to stop dabbing. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Subway Surfers. That was a great game back in the day. I haven't played it in years though. Diary of a Mad Magazine. Anytime I make a video on something new, you guys just put it on a fan cover. It's great. I'll make a video on my favorite clothes and then you'll put that t-shirt on a fan cover. That's just how this goes. Here it is. I've been waiting for this one. Somebody actually did it. Diary of a Blinker Fluid. This stupid thing got its own fan cover. Congratulations. Diary of a Nerdy Kid. Actually, that's the sentence you hear before they ask for the homework and you just want to throw them out the window. Second chapter of a Wimpy Kid, Big Chungus hits Greg. For now on, if anything involves Big Chungus, I'm not even talking about it. I'm moving on. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Korana Burger goes into Kmart and has the worst day. I'm kind of thinking about going back to Kmart actually. I want to go to the same one to see how abandoned it is, and then I'm going to be going to another one that's near that Kmart. Hey, I mean, you guys love the other two. I got to go to Kmart even more. Diary of a Dollar Man. You guys almost missed that one. You gotta get everything in my background on a fan cover. It's just a requirement, really. Diary of the Half-Man Dude. That's actually me, believe it or not. Diary of a Wimpy Kid Poggers. That's a great screenshot. Diary of a Wimpy Kid The Third Wheel. I feel like I've seen this one before. Somebody's had to have made this joke already. Diary of a Wimpy Kid Orange Guy Kills Karana Burger. He can't move, I'll be fine. Diary of a Amazing Spider Wimp. Nothing really to say, I like it. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg realized he was in a weird room. Yeah. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Depp End. Johnny Depp versus Amber Turd. All I know about that court case is that Johnny Depp won and poop in bed. Diary of Everything. Diary of a Face. The face you would see everywhere in 2012. Diary of a Justin Bieber. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Greg is finally out of middle school. That's funny. This is definitely fake. Diary of a WWE superstar. Diary of D's Nuts. The new Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, Party Pooper, has been released. So I'll be going to 5 different Barnes & Noble locations to see which one has the best Wimpy Kid display for the book. And at the end, I'll take a closer look at it, plus the free item that's always included when you buy at Barnes & Noble. Let's begin at the first store. Now, I actually just got 300k subscribers, so thank you guys for that. I guess you can see this video as the celebration. Also, the sun is right in my face. But this place literally just opened up, so I doubt they're even gonna have the new book out yet. So I'll just take a look at the other Wimpy Kid books, and hey, if they do have the new book, I'll see that as well. We're in the front here. It looks like they have this little display of every Wimpy Kid book, plus this special edition I just bought recently and posted it on my second channel. It just has a special spine, and the sides there are different colors. It's kind of neat. If you want to check that out, you can watch that video, but I'm not here to buy this. Like I said, it looks like they don't even have the new book because it's so early. But this was kind of neat. On the floor there, they have an old sticker of the Cheese Touch. Should I touch it? And then all the way behind that, they have even more Wimpy Kid books. With the cheesiest edition right here, you have some of the Disney cover ones, which they're even coming out with a new one for The Last Straw, because that movie's also coming out soon. I'm gonna have to pick that up just so I can have every one. One day I'm gonna do a collection of all my stuff. And then of course you got Roger Rules, Last Straw, Dog Days, all the classic ones, with a Cabin Fever book right here. And that really looks to be about it. Other than of course the movie diaries, which we've all seen a million times. Here's the one for The Last Straw right there. But I do gotta say, I'm honestly kind of surprised they still sell this, just because the movies are almost 15 years old now. Actually, the first one is 15 years old, but I guess they're still popular enough to sell this book. But hey, at least they have this Greg plush. I remember when I first saw this last year, I had to pick it up. And then I don't think I ever pointed these out in these videos. These are Wimpy Kid books in different languages. They have The Last Straw, Deep End, and even the original right there. That's kind of cool that they have these, and I never knew that they did until so many years later. Now, right as I was leaving, I actually saw them on the shelf, but they weren't properly put out yet, so I'm gonna have to go to the next location. Right behind me is Barnes & Noble location number 2, and this one's in a super fancy area, so they should have the fanciest, best Wimpy Kid display ever. At least that's what I'm hoping for. First thing you see all the way at the end here is an entire section for Wimpy Kid. You have all the generic ones you'd see at every place. I'm not even going to go into detail about these because you know what they are. However, if you look right here, you'll see a book that you've never seen before. That's right, they have the brand new 20th book right here, and I'm definitely going to have to pick this up. But I don't want to look too much at it yet because I'll do that at the end. However, it's nice to see that they have it here. But that's not everything this location has. As for the new book right across from it, you have some more Wimpy Kid books, with this one that I didn't see at the last location. However, right here they have more copies of the new book, and there's actually a decent amount right here, but this isn't even the best thing for the new book. That would be this display right outside of that area. You can see it says Diary of a Wimpy Kid Party Pooper, brand new, a bunch of reviews about it right there, with Manny in the corner and then Greg at the top. And then of course they have a bunch of copies of it on top of this table that I guess is supposed to look like a big birthday cake or something. But the best thing is actually on the floor. You have a Diary of a Wimpy Kid Cheese Touch thing, and this one's actually brand new, unlike the other one. Oh, wait a minute, I just touched it. I got the Cheese Touch. And don't forget, also at the end, I have to see what the new item is. I'm more hyped about that thing than the book itself. Alright, now I'm at Barnes & Noble number 3, and the first one didn't have the display, the second one did, so what will this one have? Hopefully they're not in the middle of setting it up. Alright, I know this video is not about DVDs, but I just saw these and I had to point it out. I love these old Blu-ray signs. It's really cool to see them have such a big section for the DVDs and Blu-rays because they're starting to get rid of these in all the locations. At least they're starting to make them super small now. But in here, this one's still ginormous. The only bad thing is they don't have the Wimpy Kid movie. However, they definitely have the books. Now, looking in the section where they usually are, I'm not seeing too many of them. I'm actually seeing more Dork Diaries than anything. I never read any of these, but I know people love them. This was the original battle right here. What book was better? Captain Underpants was another big one, as well as Big Nate, of course. You can't forget about him. I don't know why though, but for some reason I just never got into the other books besides Wimpy Kid. That was just the one series that appealed to me, so I stuck with it. But the closest thing I did read to that was this book called Stick Dog that I'm trying to find, but for some reason I can't find it anywhere. But as for Wimpy Kid in here, the only thing you're really going to see is this shelf, where nothing too crazy really sticks out. Maybe besides this box set. You got the first 4 books right in there. But the reason why the section is so small in this location is because all the other Wimpy Kid books are on this table. Now this one looks very similar to the last location, but they actually have the old hot mess sign right here, where you have Manny in the corner with a meatball and then Greg just sitting in a pile of it. I remember this sign from last year and they never got rid of it. And surrounding it is all the other books from previous years, plus a book in a different language right here. You got this big Greg plush. However, the coolest thing are these little keychains right here. I have yet to see these anywhere else. It's basically the exact same thing as that big plush, except a lot smaller. But don't worry, if you're wondering where the new book is, it's on this table right across from it. You have the brand new Dive Wimpy Kid sign, and then I like how they have this one set up. You have all the books stacked like that, with this middle section open for the cheese touch. Guys, do I have the cheese touch? Now, although most of the displays might be similar, there's little differences here and there that make each one stand out. So it makes it worth it taking a look at each one. Not each book, but each display. That would be kind of funny though, because if you did look at each book, you could find the really rare one where they print it upside down. Right behind me is the 4th Barnes & Noble location, and this one's actually at a college town. So I doubt they're gonna have much of a Wimpy Kids section. It's probably gonna be a bunch of textbooks and whatnot, but you never know until you go in there and take a look. Now the craziest part is this is actually 2 floors. You won't see a lot of Barnes & Nobles that are 2 stories, but this one here at Rowan is. So no shock at all, you got a bunch of Rowan merch because that's the name of the college. I mean, there's just t-shirts everywhere. I don't want any of this. I want Diary of a Wimpy Kid. But hey, at least they have my favorite section, Book Talk. But this is actually great. There's more merch in here than books. However, like I was saying, there's actually 2 stories and you can take the escalator up. We have to check it out real quick. Yeah, it's exactly what you would think. You got a bunch of textbooks. Surprisingly, tucked away in the corner, they actually do have the kids book section with even this little thing right here. But as for the books, this is their little section for it right here. You got all the generic Wimpy Kid books. Literally none of these are going to stand out, but it really should be no surprise they don't even have the new book. The only other thing I can find that's Wimpy Kid is right here. You have 2 of the giant plushes that we've seen before. Oh wait, it looks like there's 3 of them. Oh wait, there's 4. I'm shocked. Nobody's buying Wimpy Kid plushes at a college town? I mean, they do have these books where it's who was or who is, and for some reason they make their face ginormous. And there's actually one of these for Jeff Kenny. However, no shocker, they don't have it here. But maybe they will at the last and final Barnes & Noble location. At this point, I'm really just expecting the same thing, but hoping for something a little different. Before I look at the Wimpy Kid books, I want to come back here in this section, just because I said I was going to try to find Jeff Kenny. But man, do they have a lot. Yeah, I give up. It's probably in there somewhere, but I can't find it. But hey, at least they do have Stick Dog here. But as for Wimpy Kid, they probably have the most stuff out of any location. Right here, you have the standard books, plus the Wimpy Kid plush at the top right there. But if you make your way over to this table, this is where you'll see a lot more things. Obviously, they have all the books set up right here. But if you read this, it's actually buy one, get one 50% off. That's really not a bad deal at all. And then, of course, you have the Wimpy Kid plush keychains. And then underneath all of this is actually some of the Wimpy Kid board games and box sets. We have the Wimpy Kid Cheese Touch game, and then behind that's the Wimpy Kid 10-second challenge. You also have the Wimpy Kid Hidden Talents game, and then on the bottom you have 2 box sets. This is the first 4 books right here that I saw earlier, and then you have the 3 Disney cover ones. And then around the other side you have another box set of books 5 through 8, and then the final Wimpy Kid board game of Clue. As cool as I think this one is, I'm hoping that we get a Monopoly game in the future. But of course you have the new book right in front of it on this table. We've seen this already, and they have the cheese right on there. But I definitely have to point out how the books are set up. If no one else will appreciate it, I will. I liked how they're stacked like this. I don't even know how to describe it. It just looks cool. And then the only other big things I can see is right here at the bottom. It says free pin. So I guess that's what you get with the book. And then this is the only store I've seen this where the book is actually 30% off. But with that, it's finally time to actually buy the book and take a closer look. Okay, so right off the bat, I will say this cover definitely stands out. It may be the most crazy cover of the whole series. And I'm saying that in a good way. I like the new cover. There's only so so many books where you can just do the standard cover, and I think it was time to switch it up, and I think it's really cool. You got diary right there in a completely new font that we've never seen before. It's all in different colors, and then you have a candle there for the eye, and then behind there is the pink frosting, making this the first pink book in the series. And then Party Pooper below it is in all balloons. And then below all that, you have a picture of Greg in the birthday cake with Manny eating it right there. Obviously, it's written by Jeff Kenny. And then over 300 million books sold. This is also the first cover to ever have that. And to celebrate, they're actually coming out with an exclusive box set that I'll definitely be buying and opening it up when they ship it out. Around the back, you have this picture of Greg attached to some balloons with all the other books in the series. I can't believe how many there are now. You got the front picture there. This is what the inside looks like. And then you have some random pages. But of course, it's not only just the book. When you buy at Barnes & Noble, they give you a free item. And this year, it's a little pin again. Last year, I got a pin, and they did the same for this year. But honestly, I'm okay with that. And of course, I'll make a review in the future after I read it. After going to all these Barnes & Noble locations, my favorite display was definitely at the last one. What do you think of the new book? Let me know down below. Make sure to subscribe and buy merch. Link in the description. The new Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw movie is finally here. It's crazy to think it's been 4 years now since the original movie was released on Disney+. I still have nightmares about that, frankly. Then we got Roderick Rules 1 year later, where we got Rickrolled. And then finally, Wimpy Kid Christmas Cabin Fever was released because Disney wanted a Christmas movie. And honestly, that one was definitely the best so far, with a better story, funny moments, and characters. But then randomly, they didn't do one last year. I guess they wanted to end on a high note. But actually, we would get another one this year with The Last Straw. Or should I call it by its original name, Wimpy Kid Christmas The Last Straw. Gotta love how Disney has to make all of these Christmas movies now. I can't wait for Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days Christmas, Wimpy Kid Wimpy Christmas, and my personal favorite, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas. This is a Christmas movie, Christmas. But the best part of this all is apparently the next movie will be The Getaway that's also set during Christmas. Someone making these movies has an obsession. But with how decent the last movie was, I have high hopes for this. I never thought we would ever get a proper Last Straw movie, so this should be interesting. And yes, I'm a grown adult that has nothing better to do than watch Wimpy Kid movies. Let's check this out. The movie begins with the classic book style animation, which is always great to see. But what I'm excited about is that we'll finally see more of the dad. Greg and the dad's relationship was some of my favorite parts of the Last Straw book and the live action movies. However, since those were released, we hardly ever saw that again. But I'm glad to see we're gonna get more of that now. Also, I love the screaming for Greg. Puberty goes all over the place for this kid. But right from the start, we can see the dad and Greg don't exactly get along too well. The dad is ready to leave for church, but Greg is taking too long. Can't someone just honk the horn? Oh, there we go, never mind. Greg finally gets outside, but forgot his coat and doesn't know how to open a door to go back in and get it.
Stupid door!
He must be doing the Roderick method, where you act like you don't know what to do, so the dad just jumps in and takes over.
Use clean rags!
But after a pretty funny Home Alone reference, they finally arrive at church, but not without Greg pooping himself.
Look at Puppy's butt!
Just kidding, it's sadly chocolate. Okay. Also, this joke was pretty good.
This is the next Loaded Diaper album cover.
But if you've seen the movie or read the book, then you'll probably guess where this is going. Yep, we see Greg's pooped pants, but this time we don't get this classic line.
He's pooped his pants!
However, they did have someone pass out again, so that definitely makes up for it. Seriously though, this part makes me laugh every time I see it. It's just so over the top. We then see the dad playing with his toys and realizes maybe he needs to be there more for Greg and teach him things.
What else haven't I taught him?
Not bad, but I definitely prefer how the live action movie did it, where it's basically the mom telling him to be what he wished he had growing up.
Be the father you wish your father had been.
That was always a favorite line of mine. However, Greg's learning new things on his own by starting a snow plowing business with Rowley that goes as good as you could possibly expect. But the main new thing we find out is Rowley is going to this camping trip and Greg is invited.
The Icy Pines camp out. You wanna come?
Possible foreshadow? But on the topic of explaining future plot points, we learn about Spag Union, a place for troubled boys, and the dad looks pretty interested in sending Greg there. Where's the petition? I'll send him there today. And in case you're wondering why Roderick can't go, well, he's already locked in.
My personality's locked in.
Roderick's spitting straight facts. However, Greg suggests instead of Spag Union, he could go to the camp instead. I knew it, guys. I told you it was foreshadow. Wow, I'm smart. Here we learn about all the things Greg will have to do to get certain badges at this camp place, and we jump to them doing just that. So instead of them doing activities to get along, it's now because of this camping trip. Honestly, not the worst change. I like how there's a little more motivation now for them doing these activities. But of course, Greg has to mess it all up. You know what will fix this? If they brought back an old character we haven't seen in forever. Hey, look, it's Patty. I have to say, I am shocked to see her back, and is just as annoying as ever.
Patty for treasurer.
But you can always count on Greg to annoy her back. She wants people to vote for her, so this gives Greg his idea to put up posters going against her. That has him ending up in detention. Hey look, you can see Holly Hills right there. Do you think they're referencing the Holly Hills? Or it's just a huge coincidence? The world may never know. But Greg wants his dad to think he's a good student, so he buys these stickers saying he is, and the family eats it up.
This is unbelievable. What did you do to earn this, Greg?
The dad makes Greg do more activities, and they begin to fly through the camping badges to the point where they're really getting along, and Greg gets into safety patrol. That doesn't last very long.
You and your partner abandoned that principle.
I have to say, the changes this movie makes from the book is really good. Like I mentioned, I enjoy how there's a reason now for them trying to bond, other than dad wants to get along with son. And the elements they take from other books, like the safety patrol, all work well with the story. My biggest complaint in the past was the changes made felt like they were done to make the movie shorter, but nothing so far feels that way at all with this film. Frank then signs Greg up for soccer so he can have him compete with their neighbor's son. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this plot point. We see this family throughout the movie, and the dads are always trying to one-up each other. But who would have guessed Greg messes it all up? What's wrong with this kid? The ball goes in the net from Patty Farrell, causing them to lose the game. Hey, at least the dad seems happy, until he finds out how much of a failure his son is. How they reveal it in this movie reminds me of the scene in Dog Days where everyone starts calling Greg different names. It's basically that same scenario, but he finds out that Greg's been messing up a bunch. So because of that, the dad wastes no time sending him straight to Spag Union. Wow. Have fun, Greg. However, there's still one last chance for their relationship, and that's them going on this camping trip. I like how this one takes place during winter, since we already got summer before. It makes for some pretty cool visuals. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate this fart sound? Like, why was that added? Did the food fart? Or are they serving actual poop? Wait, Rally farted?
I tooted.
Yes, I'm a grown adult.
Anyway, we find out the neighbor is actually not too bad. Luckily for him, he doesn't have the same fate as the other guy in the Dog Days movie. And they end up liking him so much, they save his life when he almost drowns. His son is pretty much useless, so Greg has to step in there and do it himself. And because he does all that, Greg and the dad receive the hardest camping badge to get. And honestly, they deserve it. They're saving people's life, and they even help them get out of the woods when they get lost. I love to see it. Greg is finally doing some nice things. How wholesome. And he's so nice, in fact, the dad cancels Spag Union. Sadly.
We're not sending you to Spag Union.
I can't be the only one that wanted to see him go there. But they don't feel like sleeping in that tent, so they get a good night's rest in a motel. I'll just say it, the movies are definitely getting better. It was so disappointing when the original came out, or even its follow-up, because I thought this idea of making animated movies would be a great idea. You can always keep the characters the same age, and never have to worry about them growing up. But it felt like they were making those movies just to get them done, with very little passion. But something happened with Cabin Fever, and especially this one, where I can say I really enjoyed them. All the classic moments we've seen before were here, and any changes made mostly improved the story, instead of making it worse. Now, it can get a little over the top, but with most of the story focusing on the dad and Greg, it makes me like this movie more than the other ones. I don't know, I guess I have a soft spot for father-son stories. Now, it's definitely not the most in-detail best picture movie ever made, but I don't believe it's trying to be that. For big fans of this series, or if you grew up reading it, I'd recommend you give it a watch. If they have to keep taking a year off to improve these movies, then I am fine with that. Now, forget all that. Who's excited for Diary of a Wimpy Christmas Kid, the Super Christmas Getaway Christmas? I know I am. Buy merch, link in the description.
Yes, I'm a grown adult.
This abandoned Chuck E. Cheese is now a thrift store. Opened in September of 2000, this location remained in operation for 20 years, but eventually closed in 2020 when the company was shutting down many of their restaurants due to filing for bankruptcy. This location sat abandoned until late 2022 when a thrift store took over and surprisingly left things behind, indicating what this building once was. Like right here, where the entire animatronic stage can still be seen today. And if that isn't crazy enough, you won't believe what sign I found that they somehow never took down. So my mission today is to find anything still left from when this was a Chuck E. Cheese and look around the thrift store to see what they got. Who knows, they might even have Chuck E. Cheese merchandise. Let's go. It's always interesting when a store shuts down and another place moves in, because then you have a reason to go inside. Because with most abandoned places, once it shuts down, you aren't really allowed to go in. But when something like this happens, then you can actually go inside and look around. Spirit Halloween is a good example of that. Ever since I did my other video going to an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese, all of you wanted me to go inside, so now I'm technically doing that. Now on the building itself, you can still kind of see the outline of the old paint, but it looks like they painted it over. And because the front was painted over, you can hardly see the outline of the old logo anymore. When the thrift store first opened, you could clearly see the old logo, but they have since repainted it. The only stuff I can really see is this is where the letters would be that would spell out Chuck E. Cheese, and then on the top right there, you can see the top of his head if you really look closely. And then obviously right below it, you have the door to go in the building. Now as you first walk in, there's already so much Chuck E. Cheese related stuff to see. Starting with the doors themselves, if you've ever been to a Chuck E. Cheese, then you would know they always have these classic red doors. And you can see them right here because they were never repainted. But if you needed any more proof that these were from Chuck E. Cheese, on the door itself is this sticker that couldn't make it any more clear. You have a picture of Chuck himself, and below him reads, Chuck E. Cheese's uses digital surveillance cameras. You can see they tried to rip it off, but gave up, so it remains today. Another small thing right as you walk in is this piece of wood on the wall. Most people wouldn't even bat an eye at it, but if you know Chuck E. Cheese, then you could piece it together that they usually always had a big token by the door, and this occasion was no exception. The token hung right here, and if you look close enough, you can almost still see the outline. Also throughout the store, you'll see other outlines of where the art used to hang. Now, there's still plenty more of Chuck E. Cheese related stuff to look at, but if I stand in this doorway all day, we'll never see them. Right as you actually walk in is when you see all the items available at the thrift store. But this area should look familiar, and that's because it's where the old prize booth and registers were. With the thrift store barely removing any of the walls, it makes it very clear to see where it once was. Even all the cabinets where the prizes would be are still in the same spot. And on the wall, this old sign indicates that the prizes may be purchased for cash. Seeing the salad bar should be no surprise. I almost made myself a plate with how little has been updated. I mean, am I in a thrift store or a kitchen? But as for the items available to buy, I'm sure most people would love them, but they're not anything I would get. Those items will come up later on, and trust me, there's something special. As you walk along in the store, if you look down, you'll realize that this is the old Chuck E. Cheese carpet. This is the type of thing where it's really if you know, you know. Good luck trying to find someone who knows where this carpet came from. Honestly, Chuck E. Cheese should go back to this carpet, then everyone would know. Now, I will talk about the best stuff in this place later on, but first let's go back to all the items themselves. It was mostly stuff you would expect to see in a thrift store, like old books, which I'll be honest, I have no idea what these are, a lot of vinyls, and no, they don't have the extremely rare Chuck E. Cheese one, vintage dolls, a pile of this stuff. Hey, I guess someone out there needs it. Supply and demand. All of this money just laying here. It's definitely real. And I even found a bunch of DVDs. But this Rocky one was the only movie that really caught my eye. Somehow they didn't have the really obscure, hard to find VHS of the Chuck E. Cheese film. I can't believe that. But one area I always go to in a thrift store is the old toys. You never know when you'll find something cool in these sections, so I usually take a look. In past thrift stores, I found pretty unique items, but here I didn't have the same luck. Most of these toys seem newer, so it wasn't anything I was looking for. But if you want to see old and weird items that you most likely wouldn't see today, then this is the section for you. These are the type of products I like finding in thrift stores because you'll think you've thought of every possible product that could be out there until you run into something like this and you're proven wrong. Like, here's a hairbrush for people that are bald. You got the living arm, a classic rubber chicken, this toilet paper that doesn't rip, a man's bikini for bowling. I definitely won't won't be picking that one up. And here's a product I feel like I'll regret opening, but it ended up just being mouthwash. Now you may think I just showed the weirdest stuff, but let's not forget about this poopy diaper. Yep, that's an actual real thing they have. And if you love poop and want more, you're in luck, because here's a whole container filled with poop products. They got all the different types, and you can pick your favorite. Save this one for me, guys. But as much as I would love to be here all day playing with poop and vomit, I had to make my way to the back of the store where you can see this old emergency exit sign. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Although that is from Chuck E. Cheese, the real attraction is the old Studio C stage still being here to this day. This Chuck E. Cheese location had a Studio C Alpha stage where there's only one animatronic. That was put in when the store opened and remained all the way until the end when they eventually shut down. If another place buys an old Chuck E. Cheese building, most likely everything is gutted out to start fresh, but not here. From the top you can see the old curtain track, the old blue sky background that was a staple with the Studio C Alpha stages, and even the carpet where Chucky once stood. The piece of wood in the middle is where the animatronic would go. Now it would be great if the stage had the old Studio C carpet, but this is good enough. You'll almost never see any other place like this where the stage is this much intact. Obviously it's covered with items, but you can very easily see what it once was. Especially with looking at old photos, there's no doubt that this is the stage. On the other side is where the old blue screen and camera would be. This was a feature with these stages where you could see yourself on the TV, but there is no trace of that once being here anymore. In the middle was where the TV would go, and the border that would go around it is still on the wall. Now they have a nice little painting there instead. Now next to the stage was where the SkyTube's playground was, but there's nothing left behind from that being here, so all we have is old photos. I even found this photo where it's a weird mix between the old and new outfits. I don't know what to say about this, but as crazy as all of this is, there's still something I found that I haven't seen from anyone else who has gone here in different videos. Although the stage and the old signs are clearly from Chuck E. Cheese, it's mostly only going to be real fans that notice. I wanted to find something where it explicitly says Chuck E. Cheese, and that sticker in the front did, but that was too new for my taste. You'll find something older if you look next to the doors as you leave the building. Here's the old height marker from Chuck E. Cheese with Phase 3 colors. The Phase 3 remodel was rolled out in the late 90s and went away in the early 2000s. And with the store opening in the year 2000, that's when this was put up. And if you read it, it says, "Thanks for visiting Chuck E. Cheese's." You can't get any more clear than that. I actually almost missed it, but at the last second I saw it and could finally leave this place satisfied that I found two things where it says Chuck E. Cheese. And if anyone is curious, around the back of the building, it doesn't say Chuck E. Cheese anywhere. I was hoping it would, but it doesn't. On the other abandoned location I visited, it still said it, but here it doesn't. So sad. I've made many videos going to different Chuck E. Cheese locations where they haven't remodeled yet and still had the animatronics, and even me exploring another abandoned Chuck E. Cheese. I wasn't able to go inside like this one, but I got to see the before and after. Make sure to subscribe, and I am now selling merch. Click the link in the description to get yours today. The new Diary of a Wimpy Kid book was released today, called Hot Mess, and of course I have to buy it. Every year I make a video of me getting the book, and you guys love it. The first time was me getting Diaper Overload that came with this huge poster. Look at this poster. Then I got No Brainer, which came with this bag. But now I have to get the new one and see what it comes with at Barnes & Noble. I always go there because they usually throw in a free item. Now, I am going to be going to Barnes & Noble, but I have to say the one thing I'm hoping for is that they have somewhat of a cool display. Every year I go, the books are always just put on a table, and that's it. There's maybe a little sign that says Wimpy Kid, but there's never anything else than that. I'll see other places have these cool displays, big cardboard cutouts, but mine has nothing usually. So hopefully this year's a little bit different. And of course I'm excited to see what the free item is. But with that, let's go to Barnes & Noble and buy that book. I now arrived at Barnes & Noble and walked in the front door with a mission. I had to find this Wimpy Kid book no matter what. There's never been a quest harder than this, so I looked everywhere. I searched the Christmas section, the Murder and Mischief, this area where the book was obviously not at, but I still had to make sure. Don't forget about Spicy TikTok. Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's been gone for years, but I like bringing it back up. And even the Wednesday section. section. You never know. The employees could misplace stuff, but actually it wasn't in its normal spot because they hadn't even set up the display yet. I arrived so early the books were still on the cart, but I did see next to it that there was a display, which I was excited to see. So I'll have to come back here later to see what that looks like, as well as check out all the new items they have for Wimpy Kid. So as I wait for them to put up the display, I made my way over to the music section that really should be called the movie section because that's all I ever looked at when I was a kid. And take a look at this. Apparently they're filming something back here. I have no idea what, but if you see me in a Barnes & Noble commercial, you now know why. Anyway, they still have a good amount of movies back here, especially since DVDs are becoming less popular, but it's nowhere near what it used to be. This whole room was practically filled with DVDs, but now it's just this little area in the back corner. I talked about this in my last video, but I feel like every year this section gets smaller and smaller. However, I still wanted to go through and see what they got. Who knows, they might have Wimpy Kid on DVD. But what I do know for sure is that if they did, it would be expensive. Barnes & Noble always had really expensive prices for their stuff, and the movies were no different. I made this comparison back in the day to show the difference between Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and it was funny to see the price range between them. But really, it's more like a scavenger hunt because they'll either have a great price for a movie, like these only being $5, or it will be the most expensive thing you've ever witnessed. Like, how is Godzilla vs. Kong $40? Yeah, I'll pass on that for now. However, I didn't see Wimpy Kid anywhere. I looked all around and they didn't have it. So I made my way over to the other movie section, and the difference in this area is that they're even more expensive than what you just saw. A movie like WALL-E, which is already $25, that's a good amount of money there, but because this version was released by Criterion, it's now $50. So it's the same movie, but different price. Now that's not everything back here. They also have, of course, music, and they have plenty of vinyls, which if you told someone 20 years ago that they would make a comeback, they would think you were crazy, but they did. Brand new movies and albums are getting vinyl releases. Even the Joker 2, that was not great at all, I gotta be honest. But here's the real question, where's Wimpy Kid? How is there no vinyl for that film? I can't even look at these anymore. So I moved over to the CDs, which oddly enough I feel like is now less popular than vinyls. I guess people enjoy older things and this proves it. But there really was nothing special in here besides the movie Wish. Make sure you guys buy this. It's selling out quick. Now as for the other side of the room, I have to say it's gotten a lot better. I remember when they just had random stuff thrown back here, but now it seems to be a little bit more organized. Not really anything I would buy, but at least you can see what it all is. Like I can now see this Marvel Pop-It. It was a real struggle not to buy it, but I had to make the right choice for now. Maybe next time. And the last main things in here is puzzles, which they have plenty of. You'll never run out of puzzles in this section. And don't forget board games. You would think they would have the classics, and they do, like this Game of Life, but then you have games like this. It's really just random all around. I then made my way over to the books and looked at the ones that were based off of TV shows and movies, like Mickey Mouse, Mad Max, or even Godzilla vs. Kong. I gotta say though, this section went downhill. Last year they had some interesting stuff, but now there's almost nothing. But at least they kept Bill and Ted. Man, that was a close one. I thought they got rid of it. I know that's a bestseller. Then I wanted to check out the magazines, which I was never a big magazine reader before, besides for one, and that was Mad Magazine. You can see the full collection I have in an older video, but I loved collecting these. But they stopped making them a little bit ago, and now only release compilations of older issues. Definitely not the same as what it was, but still great to see that they are releasing stuff to this day. But now it was time to make my way over to the final section, and that would be here in the back. This is where you'll be reminded of all the books from your childhood, like iFunny, Stick Dog, or even Big Nate. Actually, I never read Big Nate, but I know a lot of people did. However, I did hear Barnes & Noble is starting to remodel their stores to have a more modern look, which means all of the decorations will be gone. I remember loving the look of this section when I was a kid, so it's sad to hear all of this will be going away. But I guess eventually they were going to change it, and this is that time. Now let's go to the section you've all been waiting for, and that is Dork Diaries. Yeah, I'm just kidding, no one wanted that. It's Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Of course, they're gonna have all the previous releases, as well as these new board games that I talked about last year. But some new stuff that I've never seen before is this Disney box set that features all three of the Disney book covers. They're basically the same exact book, but they have a new cover. I never bought any of these before, and since I'm trying to complete my collection, I might pick this up in the future. The second new item is this Greg plush, which is really cool to see since I feel like there hasn't been too much new merchandise in recent times. They did some stuff back then, but stopped since until now. But as for the final new item for Wimpy Kid, it's obviously the new book, Hot Mess. They actually set up the display, and it's supposed to be a dinner table with the books on top. Now, Now, above the books is this sign, but it doesn't say anything about a free item. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to buy it and hope for the best. I brought it up to the front, and this is what happened. Now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. What did I get for free? Don't worry, I did get something, and I'll show you right now. You got the plush, here's the book, but wait, where is it? It's right under here. There it is. I got this little wimpy kid pin. Yep, this pin was the free item. Hey, it was free, so it's fine with me. Now, let's take a closer look at the new book. So here it is, the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid Hot Mess book. And what's crazy about this is that it's the 19th book now. I can't believe there's that many. Of course, you got this crazy front cover that's supposed to look like a picnic table, and it definitely stands out from the rest of the books in the series. On the top, it just says Diary of a Wimpy Kid with blue text, and then it just says Hot Mess in this new font we've never seen before. This is the first time it's ever said 290 million books sold. But of course, at the bottom is the main picture. You got Greg in a pile of spaghetti and meatballs with a fork. And then on the back, you have a picture of Greg in a pot of spaghetti. I don't know how he's still alive after that, but... And then of course, underneath that, you always have a little synopsis. And then at the bottom, you have every other book that was made. And yes, I have read all of these before, besides the new one. And then you have the famous page where it's all the characters, all the books, and the title. Come on, is the dad gonna be in the back? Yes, there he is. So that's it for the book, but of course I have to show you the free item that I got. Unfortunately, it wasn't this pillow, although that would be great. The real free thing was this little pin. You got the same artwork that's on the cover of the book. Not as cool as the poster or the backpack, but I'll take it. Hope you enjoyed. Put in the comments if you're getting the new book. Make sure to subscribe, and I am now selling merch. Click the link in the description to get yours today. Oh.
Alright, me and my friends are starting our new jobs at...
we need to like punish Jake.
Shut up.
Bad deeds.
Okay. At Fazbear's Pizzeria. Uh-oh, women driver. Alright, hide in the closets, low-keyly. Charge the puppet, get the fuses to turn the power back on, and protect yourself.
Wait, Albert, are you talking? I can't hear you.
Jake, kill yourself.
Oh shit, I need a flashlight.
It's a torch.
Wait, how do we get a flashlight?
It's on the floor.
It's a torch.
Alright, come on guys, let's go organize the fuses.
No, Albert, let me organize the fuses.
Alright, whoever wants to show me how bad you want to organize the fuses.
Oh, I want to organize the fuses.
Okay, but show me how bad you wanna.
I don't know, I don't
wanna. Step into here, me and Jake are gonna go down here. Now about those fuses.
Something's not quite right.
Alright, Jake gets to organize the fuses. I'm not gonna get over there. Ooh, you're scary in there.
Where are the fuses?
They're this way. Whoa! There's some leakage.
We locked in here?
Bro, Elijah's stuck somewhere. Idiot. Are you on the other side of this? Uh-oh. Well, it's just you all by yourself now.
I'm scared. Let's go and see what they're doing.
Wait, they didn't even do this. Oh my god, they're idiots. Okay, I'll organize the fuses then. There, all right, guys, now we gotta go to the security room.
You fixed it.
Jake, you took way too long.
I didn't know where the fuses were. Nobody was helping me.
Don't worry, they've been organized.
I told you should have let me do the fuses.
Dude, you did it and you only did one. You left the other two. It's fine, it's fine. All right, look, you gotta read the signs. See, Elijah, the security room is this way. All right, so everyone go out and have a bunch of fun. Yay!
Yay! Yay! Room alone or else.
Oh no! Something's happening!
You just see this.
He's gone.
Oh, it's so scary.
You want to check out those animatronics?
This door just opened by itself.
Which one's your favorite? No, you're telling fibs.
No, I'm not.
Keep her in there. Keep her in there.
Stop it.
Let me out.
Where are the monsters? Which one?
Hello, Foxy.
This is the one I can't say. Otherwise, I get a voice chat bad.
Wait, Jack, maybe.
Hello.
Did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
I heard something like animatronic-y moving.
There's like a buzzing noise. I'm sure it's just that. They don't just move by themselves.
Well,
Surely
how
not,
do they
right?
move?
With batteries.
Irma.
With puppeteers. Bro, these guys are slumped over.
They had a mad night out. Ooh. Is this his foot? Oh no, it's a hand.
Can you see what I'm doing to them? So these things just don't move at all.
Maybe not yet.
There's little vents we could travel through.
Oh, no.
I hear something. I just heard something. I heard footsteps. Oh, also.
What is it?
Where?
Oh,
okay,
it's the
wait.
light. There's a red light.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Remember, they can hear you. Wait, shh. They can hear you. They can hear you. They can hear you. They can hear you.
They can hear me?
Yes. Look at the bottom left. They can hear your voice chat.
Be quiet!
Shut up! Yerman. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Where'd he go?
Can it really hear my voice?
Yes, Jake, I can hear your voice. Shut up.
So it can really hear my voice?
Oh! No, Jake! Jake's dead! Run! I let you out! He got me! How'd you get me when I pushed you out? Don't make noise around Bonnie. Oh, okay. I was trying to push Danny out and it killed me instead. Oh,
power.
we gotta get some fuses. Wanna go on a mission with me?
Yeah. I'm scared.
Oh, dude, if you step on the glass, I think they can hear that. Oh my god,
My
okay.
flashlight died.
Just you.
My flashlight died.
Here, we'll shine the way for you, buddy.
Okay, I'll stick with you guys.
Yeah,
This is the
stick
hardest
together.
room to find ever.
It's in here, it's in here.
Okay.
Woo! Oh, what was that?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Uh-oh.
Dude,
I can't see it.
where, I know, where's the
Anything.
fuses?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Are they like gonna be on the ground?
Shh. Don't make a sound or he'll hear you.
Be quiet or he'll hear us!
Stop. Oh my god, there's one over here.
Who just died?
Who just...
I don't know. I think Scoopy died. Let me in!
Excuse me. Which way is it? Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god, run! Where are the fuses?
Oh my god.
Where is it? Where is it? Hey! Hey! La la! Oh my god! Ooh. Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy!
Hey.
Hi!
Hey, do you have any flashlight batteries?
I don't have a flashlight.
Why? What happened?
I died, and there's no fuses. I'm trying to find the fuses. No one's trying to find fuses.
Nobody wants to work these days.
You too confused with these fuses.
Sorry, I'm freaking out. Look, this is the fuse
Oh, I
box.
found something. Yeah, turn off the power before removing the fuses. Okay.
Oh!
Oh, sh
Oh! Oh! Oh my, I'm low health.
Power first, dude.
Okay, well, you do it now.
No, you just put it back up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to get me.
No, here, do it. Do something.
None of there's no fuses here.
Uh-oh. Shh. Please tell me you found fuses!
I found one. It was just on the ground in the dining area. It was just chilling there. Oh! Hey, not your problem.
Shushing for him.
What are we evil one there?
Oh my god! Oh! Why would that happen? I didn't do anything wrong! Don't the music box reach the end?
We forgot about the puppet, bro.
Oh my, we totally forgot.
He got me bad.
Did you die? Yeah, I died to something.
That's him, I think.
Why? Dude, I'm dead forever. The shakes just died. We did it! Kind of. Some of them did it. Oh my god, what's going on? Whoa! We've unlocked. Oh, Freddy! Let us out of here. Oh my god, oh my god.
Jake was playing Ring Around the Rosies.
He was. I think he's the only reason we won. I think he was the last person alive, wasn't
No,
he?
yeah, he was.
And then it went black, so I thought he died or something.
No, yeah, me too. He lasted until the final moment. Oh, night 2. I'm sleeping, I'm really sleeping. Oh my god. Why does it keep doing that? Danger! Ah! What happened? The yellow bear, he showed up in my nightmare. When's my character gonna talk? Okay, so we all have to be looking for fuse boxes or fuse things. All right, see ya, everyone. Good luck on your shift.
Stop! No, stop! Stop! We have to, Albert, stop! We all have to.
Oh, are you scared without me?
No, I was.
Let's kiss underneath the rain. I mean, yeah, no, there's something over there, you said?
Guys, oh my, okay, Danny, just leave him. Or you guys, never mind. Albert, we have to work as a team.
Oh, wait, you knew I was behind the door?
Oh my god, I did not know you were there. I really thought you weren't there.
No, yeah, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. Look. You gotta keep an eye on Foxy. You gotta keep an eye on, that.
I found this.
Oh, Markiplier. That's really funny, Danny.
Markiplier.
Did you invite her?
Oh my god.
No, I ain't doing this.
Oh, I just thought it was raining. It'd be like a good moment. Wait, get a picture of me and Jake kissing underneath the rain.
Okay.
Ow! God, this is a flashbang.
Ew. Whoa, where are you looking?
Dude, he just gave birth to you. You're covered in robotic afterbirth.
You are.
He's giving birth to me. Look.
Jack, don't you
Oh,
I lost it. I died.
Okay, yeah, all right, Jake.
I hope he gets a voice chat thing.
Yeah, where's Roblox moderation when we need it?
Fine.
Oh,
nothing happened.
there's a damsel in distress.
Nothing happened.
No, the animatronic.
No, you're literally lying.
There's literally no animatronics here.
Guys, there's no cooldown on the doors. There's no cooldown.
What are you like going mental? Like there's nothing happening.
Wait, Miles, right, we have to charge the puppet.
I did.
Oh, thank God. Oh, you're the best.
I told you.
Well, this I got. There's no cooldown on the doors. There's no cooldown.
Go the other way! Go the other way! Is it safe this way? He's out! There's a wait, move! There's a cupcake! Dude, I mean it! Seriously, move. Dude, Jake is such a
good man, Savannah. He's just in a bad situation right now.
Did he trap you?
Yes, he trapped me. Now I don't have a flashlight anymore.
You guys were kind of dead either way because both sides of that vent were...
No! How do I get another flashlight? Because Jake robbed me of my flashlight.
We can find it where we dropped it.
What do you mean we? It's my flashlight. Don't touch it.
Wait, if it has no power, we need to get the power on.
Yeah, we should handle that first. I'm running. Damn it! Oh, no! Oh, voice chat's gonna ban me now. Great. Dude, you're kidding me. I was further away. Hello? Hello? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't revive anymore! Oh, they gotta make it till 6 a.m. I don't think it's gonna happen. Dude, he doesn't know there's a monster over there. You know, it's really great to see Jake like that. Honestly, I love to see him like that.
Oh.
Night 2, 3, we did it! Jake, no more killing people!
Dude, honestly...
I lost my flashlight!
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Forgive me, please. Forgive me.
Yeah, alright. Meet me under the rain. Alright, I will be very open with everyone. We did turn it to easy mode. Oh no! Did I not buy anything? Dude, I hope it let me buy everything, because I need that flashlight. Let's do this! Quabble Cop. Nice Quabble Cop reference, Danny. Oh, Jake, drink this power up right here.
Drink it, Jake.
Good riddance. Bonnie hates it when you make noise. Please stop pushing me. I like that you can just push and shove people and get them killed in this game.
But Jake does it, it's bad.
Yeah.
It made me really mad when Jake did it, but I thought it was really funny when I did it to you.
Why you just got up?
Yabba.
Oh, there's Jake running at...
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm out of here. Oh my god, I'm out of here. Oh my god. I think Jake just saved my life back there. Unintentionally. Where is... Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that thing right there. I gotta get out of here. Hello?
Look at it, it's right over there!
Don't.
You did it first! Sorry. Hey, let's have a truce. Let's get the others killed like them.
We can only kill Dan.
Survive the night.
Oh, hello, guys. Follow me.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Jake, just so you know, you've made another enemy.
Why wouldn't he stop? I was crouching! So noobish.
Just so you guys know, I didn't keep my items after reviving.
Oh, joy. I didn't keep my items either. Let's keep that closed. Noob, chica, noob. Let's just maybe leave out of this side. Oh, no, he's leaving, he's leaving. Here, I'm gonna check the cameras. I'm gonna do some camera work. Because we have to check on Foxy. All right, Foxy is not where he's supposed to be, so we might be just screwed.
Bad news.
What?
It's the loudest doors ever.
I know. Hey, I'm gonna check. I can't hear you when I'm doing this. There's like monsters. Oh! Dude, oh my god! Good call. Dude, I just saw Jake die. I just saw Jake get ripped in half.
About time.
Well, dude, what if the power goes out? Maybe we should get out of here.
Wait, you're getting in here?
Nah, I'm letting you back in. I'm letting you back in. You helped me.
Ooh yabba, ooh yabba.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Danny, are you okay? Danny!
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Danny just got killed by the door! Jake closed it on her!
I did not! I did
Jake
not.
closed it.
Albert, I witnessed all of it. It was honestly really funny.
I'm not gonna press it.
That was a test.
See, that proves to you that Jake did it because I didn't kill you there.
Jake, yeah,
look, her blood's all over the door.
Watch out now.
Okay, don't troll, Jake. Jake, don't troll. It's freaking out! Do not troll!
Why'd you do that?
Is it gone?
Yeah. Yeah, he liked it. Oh.
We're so screwed.
Freddy's coming. He's nearby. Freddy's here. This way, this way. We need to go to the main area. Find fuses on the ground.
Oh my god, you guys aren't evil! I thought you were a monster!
Wait, does anyone have a screwdriver? Do you have a screwdriver? Oh, this might be a dead end. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Screwdriver? I don't even know her.
There's so much loot here.
Oh my god. Move now. Can I revive again? Please? Oh, I can't revive anymore. All right, we are sincerely trying our hardest. All right, it did say easy, so we should keep our items if we die. Oh, no, stop pushing me. There's a thing over there.
He's chilling. He's deactivated.
Let me get him activated real quick.
Yeah,
All right, sorry about that.
Whoa.
Being a baby. Red mangle.
Ow! Oh my god.
Wait, was that right?
I got a screwdriver.
Well, that's good.
Oh, hold on to that.
Dude, this thing is so hard to wind, bro.
If we all
There we
hold it,
go.
fast.
Ooh, what was that? Is everyone all right? Oh, it must have been Jake.
That was Jake.
Hey, take that. Yoo-hoo. Oh. Hello? I'm running back. I'm running back. I got so scared. Can someone come with me?
Where are you going?
Just out. I was exploring, but I got scared.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You crushed me under the door! Are you kidding me?
Because I hit it too.
It was me.
I hit it too. I'm Loki. Oh.
I have nothing to say. Give me a flashlight. Give me a flashlight now.
Here, Albert, here.
Haha! Oh no, Miles! No! Miles!
What did you do?
Oh,
Miles got caught in the crossfire, and I'm so sorry about it.
I'm literally crying. This is so messed up.
It's all your fault.
I don't trust any of you. Like,
No, it's literally it's Danny and Jake. It's Danny and Jake.
Yo, what's up, guys? Yo.
Miles, I'm so sorry. I was trying to kill Jake. I'm so sorry. Here, take this. Take this. We should vote to kick Jake out. Kick Jake out. Jake, you have to leave.
Go.
We vote you out.
Okay, let's take an actual vote.
Okay, who votes Jake out? Go over here if you vote Jake out.
Wait.
Oh my god! Okay, that's fine. Dude, Freddy Fazbear voted too. Other side, other side! We're so screwed. We need to be working together against Jake.
We're stuck in here.
No! Shine flat. Oh, you only get one revive.
He's running this way.
Oh my god! He's just in there now! He's stuck in there with you guys! No, Elijah! Run! Oh no, Miles, no!
You guys can come out. It's safe.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Exit to the right. No. Dude, this is too hard.
This is the scariest one we've done.
Dude, we're all just dying from the door.
Did you switch the difficulty? Because like, what are we doing there?
No, this is easy mode. Miles, don't make noise. Don't make noise, Miles.
The puppet is gonna get me, dude. It doesn't even matter.
No, you're good. You're good. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh my god! Bro, that jump scared me. Ew, Jake, look at our bodies. We're all over each other. What do we do different this time, guys? What can we even do?
Someone needs to hang out near the puppet.
I haven't.
Okay, if Jake starts trying, we'll win.
It'll help by 1%. We gotta lock in, guys.
What do we even do differently? They're so mean.
In the same room the whole
Pizza!
game.
Pizza!
Oh, pizza!
Oh, pizza!
You guys kind of look like birds looking for food.
Look, I'm bouncing on it.
Dang it.
What are you bouncing? Oh yeah, he's bouncing on it.
I'm bouncing on it.
Puppet duty.
Man, they got you on puppet duty.
Yeah.
Working hard or hardly working?
Or bouncing on.
Can we not just sit here the whole time?
Yeah, Miles, sit here and just keep bouncing. Is it supposed to make noise? That's scary.
Yeah, it's counting down to when it comes out of the box.
Where's Jake? He better be trying somewhere.
I was trying.
He's like
He bounced
skulking in a corner 100%.
Yeah, he's likely bouncing. Dude, okay, wait. I'm so scared to go back into the security rooms. I know he's gonna close the door on me. He's gonna think it's funny, but it's not. Did someone already die from the door? Jake, did you die? Is that you dead?
Laugh, shut it up.
No, that looks like you did it yourself. Like
He was nowhere near you.
Wait,
Yes,
can you
he
do
was.
it yourself?
Dude, no! We're supposed to be trying! Oh my god, let's confront him. He's all the way over here.
Yeah.
What the
Oh,
heck?
issue. Shut up. Moving.
I can't move.
He was crawling after us. I'm so nervous.
red light.
No, shh. On. Jake, move. Go somewhere else.
That's rude.
Oh, that's fine. Oh my god!
No. Wow.
No. Don't do that. Let's all be on the same team. Oh my god, that was so close. Noob.
What the heck, guys?
Why would you do that?
That's not fair.
No, that's awesome.
You are evil. He didn't die. He got away. He got away.
I think that's not nice.
But he lived.
Well,
So
I hear them talking about it. Hey, I can hear you guys, by the way.
You're fine, Steve. He's fine. It's a good laugh.
Oh.
Is he dead? Wait, is he? Are you dead,
I
Albert?
think he's dead.
He's not.
I hope Jake gets like a horrible. I don't even want to say it. I need something so horrible to happen to him.
My part. I saw everybody. Oh. Hey, Albert.
Bro, literally, like, just stand here, please. Dude, we would genuinely be so much better off without you. It's crazy.
Oh, that's rude. No, Jack, he doesn't mean that, bro.
He doesn't. Are you sure?
No, he doesn't. Don't let him get to you.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Okay. No.
What did I do?
You opened the door! F you, loser. What's this
Don't you
thing?
dare.
That's kind of cute. The power's about to go out, I think.
That way,
Oh, I'm
Jake,
going.
Go that way.
I'm gonna do the fuses.
It's bouncing on us.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, we're so screwed. Hello? Oh, Sketch's voice chat, man. I'm so nervous.
Help me!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Freddy's in the bed. Freddy's in the bed.
Dude, we have to be close to 6 a.m. I was crouched down. Oh, there goes Jake. Oh, I wish I could see what time it is. Oh no, Miles! Miles, you have to turn the power off on the other panel before you put them in. Oh, someone just died. Oh! Well, Danny's been beheaded. Alright, Jack's hiding. Oh, please make it. Please make it, Miles. What's Jack doing? He's crawling around. Oh, he stepped on the glass. Oh, it's coming in. It's in. Oh my god. Oh, they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it. Oh! Dude, you guys did it. We did it. We beat night 5.
What? Well, wait, no, this is night
5. If Markiplier can cheat it, so can we.
I thought that was night 3 that we just beat. Yeah, that was night 3.
No, it's night 5.
It was night 5.
Yeah.
Wait, but why does it say night 3 at the top?
You're dumb.
Can you not read, dude?
All right, check the Discord chat. 5. Should we try the next one? I don't think we'll be able to do it, but should we try?
Give it a go.
I want to get some chaos going. I think that'd be fun. This last round was crazy.
That was horrifying.
No more door kills, okay?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Do we need to leave and rejoin for Sketch's VC ban?
Oh shoot, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, we can do that. What did he say? What did you say?
No,
Talk.
Don't
make Albert laugh.
You told me to! Wow, night 6. Night 6, here we are. This is all DLC we bought. I'm too scared to... Don't do the door. You beat me to it.
Hey, how do you guys check the time? I have the watch.
Jack just got VC banned.
What happened?
I don't know.
That's why you can't have a British accent. So do the monsters not attack in this game mode, or what?
Yeah. They like us now.
Yeah, night 6 hit different.
Oh god! I just noticed it was right there.
What? Oh, I think there's a dead body over here. Oh my god. It's after us. Dude, I hate being near you.
What? Why? Don't be like that. We in this together.
No, we're
Jalbert
not.
for life.
No, Jalbert. Oh shoot! What is that?
Oh my god! Run!
Oh. Are you safe? Oh my god. Bro, there was so... What was that?
It's like some like... I think it's the puppet.
Can you hear me when I whisper like this?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do the puppet?
Yeah, probably.
Oh wait, yeah, dude, Elijah's right
Hey,
behind
guys.
us. You're supposed to do the puppet.
No, Laugh is over there with Denny.
Dude, keep it down. Is he still over there? Dude, you touched the glass. Be careful.
I did that.
Yeah. It's okay.
Have to go like...
He came out of nowhere! Be careful. Okay, yeah, so there's nothing I can do. Oh, I don't have any stuff anymore.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think there's something close.
Did everyone die?
Not everyone. Wait, grab a flashlight. Dude, don't stand there. Jake's gonna come out of nowhere. He's gonna come back from the dead and kill you.
I think it's just us 3. Dude, the lights are flickering, bro.
Oh no! Help! Alright, let's go.
Alright, she can't hear us. Or she's fast, she's gonna see us.
Oh my god.
Dude, if they're not turning on the power, then I'm gonna be mad at them.
They're not.
Freddy is singing.
They're not doing anything.
Yo, what's up? I just died.
Oh, hey.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's a monster.
That's a monster.
Shine a light on it. Shine a light on it.
I don't have one.
Stand back.
Back! 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 Back!
I'm back.
Oh, no.
Guys, get out! Get out!
Oh, you did it.
He was mad at your life.
What's that noise?
Oh.
It must have gone Elijah.
Elijah or Jack, one of them is dead.
And we can't tell because they're both VC banned. We'll never know.
Guys, if all of us are here, no one's turning the power back on.
I wonder what time it is. Something's coming. Something's coming. Oh no. Is it safe to leave?
Who's in that other locker?
Dude, there's one of those cupcake things. There's one of those cupcake things. It's
How do
hopping
we get
over.
out of here, bro?
I don't understand where the fuses are.
They're in the dining area. They're not gonna be here.
I don't
Okay,
think.
I'm
I
gonna-
feel like we just have to try to get lucky and wait it out.
Yeah, because the puppet, there's no way. He's mad at us, bro. He's mad at us.
You mad? Oh, there's a cupcake. There's a cupcake.
Is it coming? Okay, yeah, we gotta go.
Oh, we did it! We did it! Oh my god! Dude, I can't believe we did it. Oh my god.
We did that. That wasn't hard. I mean, we're playing on easy.
Well, it's still hard. All right, guys, we are attempting night 5. I'm gonna check the cameras real quick. All right. Foxy is fine. Oh no. Dude, I hate that cupcake so bad. What's this? Oh, a fuse. Hello? Oh, dude, I have a fuse. I have a fuse. Oh, hello. We meet again.
You gotta turn it off.
I know. I turned it off. I turned it off.
Yo, I got a fuse.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Hey, turn it off. Turn it off.
I did. I left it off.
Okay, I've got the last
Final
one.
fuse.
Oh,
let's
cool.
go.
All right, now turn it
We're
on.
so good.
Look at that.
Yahoo! We can do this.
Do we just go to the security room now?
I think
No,
so.
someone has to do the puppet.
Box wound. Okay, Miles said it. Miles did it. Someone check the camera for
Don't go in
Foxy.
there.
Don't go in there.
Oh, is
don't go in
that?
there.
No! Freddy! Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello?
Hello?
Wait, we gotta check on Foxy. We gotta check on Foxy. Alright, he's still there.
Word of advice, if you hold Freddy, it says stand and look at
Cupcake's on! Cupcake's on! Keep that closed. No griefing.
Oh, there's
When Freddy
cameras.
walks in, it says to stand and look at him. Like you can't,
Gaze in
don't
his
crouch.
beautiful eyes.
Yeah, just
They're moving! Freddy's on the move. Freddy's on the move. Freddy and the duck, I think. Chica. What do we do? It's coming. It's coming. Other side. Yeah, close that door. Noob. Foxy is moving.
They're coming.
Close it. Close it. Keep it closed. Keep it closed.
Oh, this is so bad.
Oh my god. They're on both sides.
No, we're safe on that side. Open that side.
The bunny's coming.
Oh, no! How did I die? When Golden Freddy is standing, look at him. Where was he?
Golden Freddy, go stare at him.
I'm going in here. I'm going in here. Tell me when it's over. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I found a fuse.
This is awful. This is dreadful. Oh, wait, that's good. Okay, 2 more then.
Should we even bother?
I don't know.
Cupcake!
you take.
Cupcake on my head! Cupcake on my head!
I helped you. No! No, you took it from me! Oh, I'm dead forever now. You took the locker from me. Now I can't revive.
Oh, Foxy. I'm gonna get banned. This is my final message. I said the word. I'm gonna get muted for it. I'm sorry. I didn't want to...
Shine the light on Foxy if you have one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. What if we survive this? What if we survive this? Oh, my God. Please live. Please. Oh, no. He stepped on glass. What's Miles doing? Oh, no. Miles is screwed. Oh, no, he's not. No, no, no. You're our only hope, Jack.
I tried to get around him. I couldn't do it. I think you need to camp in this room if we can get there. Wait, guys, we need to serve as Jack's 360 awareness. He's got the Byakugan, okay?
Jack, you have to vent right now.
There's nowhere to go.
But they can't get in the other side.
But they can get in the one side.
Well, they know you're in there, but you're VC banned.
Yeah, that's true.
We have to be close.
Dude, come on.
Oh!
So funny if you went to the office and shut the door on yourself.
Ah!
No!
Gosh, I can see you.
What happened? Did you have a heart attack?
Golden Freddy was like sitting behind the thing.
What the heck? On my screen, you just
I was
fell over
looking
and
at
died.
him, but I was looking at him, but I think I was moving around too much because I heard other Freddy.
Way to go, Jack.
We accept
Yeah, let the team down.
Yes.
McDonald's play places were a staple to most people's childhood. You got to eat food and run around on the playground. But over the years, with McDonald's going through many different remodels of the buildings, the play places were changed with them. Whether it be the classic 90s design, the new prison cell look of the playgrounds, or it not even being there at all, there's definitely been many changes. But as the classic saying goes, nothing can beat the original. And that is definitely true in this case. The original McDonald's play places were classic, and a big reason why McDonald's is as big as it is today. These playgrounds were first introduced in the early 1970s and started to be put in at every new location from that point on. McDonald's was just starting to move away from their original design where you walked up, got your food, and left. They wanted to make their buildings more focused on people staying longer, and to do this, dine-in areas were built so people had a place to eat, as well as playgrounds so kids had something to do. The different equipment featured on these playgrounds were all from McDonald Land. That was basically McDonald's group of characters that would be featured in commercials and advertisements. You had Ronald McDonald, Grimace, Hamburglar, Officer Big Mac, Captain Crook, and many more. As a kid, if you saw this while driving by, you would definitely want to stop there. And that's exactly why they were built the way they were. But years later and decades after they have all been removed from every location, these things are now super rare and go for a lot of money. But if you're a fan of collecting McDonald's items, then you have to get at least one of these. I always wanted to check these things out in real life, but never thought I would until I reached out to this one guy who owns a bunch of them. He let me look around at all the different statues he has, and it was really cool. I'll show you everything from the classic Officer Big Mac to Ronald McDonald on the bench, and even the McDonald's payphone. I never knew they had one of these. So with that, let's check out what was once a part of the original McDonald's play place, otherwise known as back then, the McDonald's Play Land. I've been wanting to do this for so long now, and I finally got the chance to look at these up close. I've seen these from the road a bunch of times, and that's how I got the idea to want to come up to these and film it for a video. If you go back in an older video of mine, I put them in there really quick because I saw them, and ever since then, I knew I had to get these up close. So obviously all of these characters are from the McDonald Land Playground, which were super popular back in the 70s and 80s, but over time they got rid of them all. So the only way you're really going to see any of these statues is just by people buying them over time and putting them in their collection, just like this behind me. So first, let's take a look at this guy right in the front. We have Officer Big Mac. You can see this is the Big Mac right here, and then on top he has his officer hat. Also on the body, that's supposed to resemble, I guess, his police outfit. I always found this to be one of the strangest things built for a playground. Basically, the idea was a kid would crawl in here, go up that ladder, and then just go in this thing and spin around. You would just climb around it like you're in jail or whatever. I just don't really understand the fun of it, but apparently a lot of kids were getting hurt in this because they would get stuck or they would stick their head through the bars, and then of course they would need help getting out. So that's the inside right there. there, you would literally just go around here and hold on to the bars. So this was the entranceway where kids would go, but the person that owns this collection actually added this ladder here just because I guess he got it and he figured it fit pretty well with it. But these stairs actually belong to this slide over here. So I'm guessing these slides had two different stair types. One would just go straight up like this, and then the other one would go up halfway, and then you would go up the other flight of stairs. And then as for the character on this slide, up on the top there, you can see it's Captain Crook. I like how it's basically a regular slide, but then they just add him up there to make it McDonald's themed. But I love it. When I did a video going to the weirdest McDonald's locations, one of the McDonald's I went to used to have this statue, but by the time I went to it, they had already removed it. But it was exactly like that one. But of course, these are the classic slides where it would burn your hand and every part of your body because it's all made out of metal. So when the sun beams on it, you know these are gonna hurt. But there's only one way to find out if it will really burn you that bad. Now don't worry, we did get permission. We would never just go up there on our own. Have fun on the slide.
Oh, it's actually pretty good. It
Wait,
works.
You're not burning? Now over on this side, we actually have another Officer Big Mac. But with this one, he couldn't find the bottom of it, so it's just on concrete. Basically, just like the last one, it's the same thing. You would climb up in the pool, but this one's not here. You'd go inside of there and just go around. And I'm sure on a hot summer's day, these bars probably hurt like crazy. Just imagine how hot these things can get. But I have to say, it's so cool seeing these type of things because you would never see them anymore. The fact that they built these at almost every McDonald's location back in the day is just crazy. Nowadays, this would be like a special thing for one location, not every one. I wish there was more to say about these guys. They are great though, but with these, it's kind of just, they are what they are. I would have Glenn try it out, but I'm not gonna risk that with these. Now we have these random things. It's like a combination of a bunch of stuff. So with this first one in the front here, you have the hamburger with the eyeballs. That's classic, but I have no idea what he's supposed to be attached to. And I would suppose back in the day, they moved on a spring, but now they're just bolted to the ground, which makes sense. Over time, the spring would just break. But then this next one really caught me off guard. It's supposed to be a ship in the sea. It doesn't have the hamburger face on top, but instead you get the McDonald's logo right there, which is actually pretty cool because you know for sure this was a McDonald's product. But I saved my favorite for last. You have the fish fillet fish. So it's a fish fillet right in the front with the eyes. I've only ever seen the cheeseburger variation, but now we have fish fillet and he's literally attached to a fish. Now we have what is probably one of my favorites as well. I love old signs like this. You have the McDonald Land sign for the playground itself. So right on the side here, you have an illustration of Officer Big Mac. And then on the other side, you have a fry guy. This is the red version. On the sign itself, it says McDonald Land Playland Regulations. And then you have all the rules there. But one of my favorite things to look for in old signs is a date. And you actually have one right here. This one is from 1980. Now, as good as a collection as this is, I do want to show you a couple pieces that he didn't have. The first one would be this Grimace cage. The design of Grimace on this is actually based off of the original version of him where he was a bad character known as Evil Grimace. Another one is the Hamburglar swing. It was basically a giant Hamburglar statue with swings on his arms. Now, there is some other ones, but this collection has the most popular ones. And before I talk about the final stuff in the collection, I might as well point out that he did have the train and seating that was usually found in the Playland area, but there really wasn't much to add, so I'm just throwing them in here real quick. But now I saved the best two for last, and that would be the Hamburglar and Ronald McDonald himself over here. But before I talk about them, I have to throw this in the video. It's a McDonald's phone. Apparently, he told us this phone actually works still. You need a quarter to set it up, so we're gonna put it in there, and Glenn's gonna call his phone number to see if it pops up. Put the quarter in, then you type the number. Well, we gave it our best shot, but apparently it doesn't look like it's working. This might explain it. It's not even plugged in. Now let's head over to the Ronald McDonald statue. Before I talk about Ronald McDonald himself, I have to show you his buddy right here, the Hamburglar. I have never seen this statue before, but this is really cool. He got his ugly face right there, and he's obviously stealing a cheeseburger under his coat. But now we have the one that everyone's been waiting for, Ronald McDonald himself. This Ronald McDonald right here was the one I was most excited for when coming here. From the road, I can only see the back of his head. So for the longest time, I've wanted to see this statue up close. And now I'm finally able to do so. This is the Ronald McDonald where he's sitting on the bench. They had a couple different variations. Like sometimes he would be standing up, but this is the one I remember the most. I'm glad I got to check out this collection of very rare McDonald's pieces because it's definitely something you don't get to see every day. Make sure to subscribe, and I am now selling merch. Click the link in the description to get yours today.
still looks really similar. And it was right here where the gentleman was standing with his female companions. When Clark gets out of the car, you can see a storefront behind him, and that was this storefront right here. This really is right across the street. Now, how many of you have seen the TV version of Vacation? When Clark asked the gentleman for directions, do you have any idea what his response is?
I wonder if you could tell me how to get back on the expressway.
What I look like? Christopher Columbo?
What do I look like? Christopher Columbo. Yep. My old band actually had a song called Christopher Columbo that was based off of that scene. Next, we see the truckster coming around the corner and once again stopping to ask directions. Now, this is still on the Warner Brothers lot, just a couple of streets over on Hennessy Street, a street that's been used in a lot of really great movies. So the truckster comes around the corner and it travels just a little bit and stops in front of the second storefront. Right here is where the truckster was stopped. This is where Clark was getting directions. This is where they get their hubcap stolen. This is where they write some colorful graffiti on the side of the car. And it still blows my mind every time I see this spot. So they finally make it back onto the expressway and they all fall asleep, including Clark. And we then see the truckster traveling down the road with nobody controlling it as it drifts off the expressway. Now, the truckster was actually driving down the 134 heading east and getting off the Cahuenga exit. Right here is where the truckster was drifting off the highway. The camera is now looking up the Cahuenga off-ramp as the truckster speeds down towards the bottom. And as the truckster finally reaches the bottom, it nearly hits someone that's crossing the street, and then as it moves through the intersection, it almost hits another car. The truckster would have come down the off-ramp and then crossed the street right here, and you can see this building, and then off in the distance, you can see a sign for Vendome Liquor. And believe it or not, Vendome Liquor is still here. Different sign, but same business. Now for this next part of the scene, we're back at Warner Brothers, but this time we're at the Warner Brothers Ranch. Those buildings on the left side that they're driving by, that's these buildings, which used to be located down at the end of Blondie Street. Now they've changed a lot over the years, but look at those 4 windows on the right side, and then look at the section of building on the left side. Now here's a picture of that building from 2023. You can see there's the 4 windows on the right, and then that section of building on the left. Now, although these buildings have changed a lot over the years, those 2 sections still match up perfectly. And as the truckster speeds past the diner, notice those 3 windows and then the door on the right side? There's the 3 windows and there's the door on the right side. The truckster then travels between multiple houses on the Warner Brothers Ranch, and the last house that it drives by, it almost hits a man who's walking his dog. That house is known as the Bel Air House, and as you can see, it's changed a lot over the years. Now, as far as I can tell, that addition on the garage wasn't there at the time, and the truckster would have been driving right across the front lawn. Now, as the truckster drives away, you can just barely see a section of the Bewitched house. It would have been this section of the house right here. Just after they drive away, Clark finally wakes up to turn off the TV. And then it was right here at the intersection of Campus and Colorado in Glendale, California, where the family truckster flips around in the middle of the street and then drives backwards into the parking lot of the motel. But as you can see, the motel that it pulls into has since been torn down and it's been replaced with a much nicer hotel. But it was right over here in the back of the parking lot where the truckster would have come to a stop. All right, up and at 'em. We're here. The next day, the Griswolds visit Dodge City, but in reality, they're on the Warner Brothers backlot in Burbank, California. This right here used to be Laramie Street, which was the old West Town. But back in 2004, they demolished Laramie Street and built a bunch of houses that could be used as offices as well as facades for movies and TV shows. I mean, it's a great idea, but personally, I'd rather have the old West Town. Now here's a fun little fact. Did you know that the actor who plays Wyatt Earp is Randy Dreyfuss, the brother of Richard Dreyfuss?
What? Are you happy now, Clark? She's deaf.
Oh, what's the difference? It was fun anyway. Let's have a drink. What do you say?
After leaving Dodge City, they're traveling down the highway when Clark sees the girl in the Ferrari for the first time. This is located in Pueblo, Colorado, and those houses that they passed by are still there. And that brings us to the infamous Cousin Eddie's house. Now, the home that was used for Cousin Eddie's house is in Boone, Colorado, and it still looks pretty similar to how it did in the movie.
I don't know for how long, though.
However, the current homeowner doesn't want anybody coming to visit this house. Now, I don't know how many of you saw Adam the Woo's video that he did earlier in the year, but he was physically chased off the property by the homeowner. And I had a similar experience with the homeowner just a couple of weeks before Adam the Woo. I received an email from the homeowner telling me almost the exact same thing, word for word, that he said to Adam the Woo. Long story short, don't bother trying to visit Cousin Eddie's house. Just enjoy the many pictures and videos that you can find online. So shortly after leaving Cousin Eddie's house, they stop at a rest area to have a picnic, and for whatever reason, this is one of the locations from the movie that I most wanted to visit, but unfortunately, I just wasn't able to make it out there. But the good news is, a lot of things at this rest area still look the same. However, that tree that Clark's leaning up against when he's watching Christy Brinkley, that unfortunately has been removed. I was so looking forward to going to this rest area and dancing with a bologna sandwich. Well, one day. The Griswolds decide to find a place to stay for the night, and they head to Camp Comfort, which isn't too far from the rest area that they were just at. Now, some things have changed at this campsite, but if you head into the office, you can find the exact same cowbell that Clark rings. Also, rumor has it they have those Camp Comfort signs tucked away in storage. But probably the coolest thing about this campground is they still have one tent remaining that was used for the filming of Vacation. This could have been the same exact tent that Clark and Ellen spent the night in. The next day, the Griswolds are pulled over by a motorcycle police officer because of the dog leash dangling from their rear bumper. The location where they get stopped is in Hesperas, Colorado, about 2 hours away from the Camp Comfort location and the rest stop where Clark dances with the sandwich. After their run-in with the law, the Griswolds decide to stop and grab a bite to eat. And the burger spot that they stop at is a former Sonic drive-in, which is now a Mexican food restaurant. Now, although the building has changed, you can still see where those car hop spots used to be, where the Griswolds were sitting and waiting for their food. The motel where the Griswolds stay, where Clark and Ellen are discussing their lost luggage, can be found on Lake Avenue in Pueblo, Colorado. And besides having a paint job to give it a little bit more of a modern look, the motel still looks just like it did back in 1983. While on their way to the Grand Canyon, the Griswolds pass by this rock formation